Hello, and welcome to another Triad Gamer stream here on the Triad Gamer Media Network. I am Nick, your usual host for these calmer, more tranquil and maybe enjoyable, depending on your speed, Monday night streams where I've been playing some modded Stardew. We'll get to that in a little bit, as always. We always get to that in a little bit. Before we do, I always like to start out by mentioning if you've randomly stumbled across us for some reason in VOD form, whatever it is, this is the stream you're seeing. I recommend checking out trygamers.com there on your left side. Belmont, the one in blue right there, has done a very good job of keeping archival or stream archives. It also has articles, videos, a lot of different stuff. He's very good on that sort of thing, and so as a result, I recommend checking it out, especially if you wanted to see other Stardew. I don't think we have modded yet up on here, so there's kind of a gap where you can't quite see the first one yet. That should be coming out soon, but that is something that you'll be able to see older Stardew, like the next generation and even further back than that, as well as other lazy Sunday afternoon streaming. It's probably pretty good and tailored to kind of what you're seeing here tonight. I also do recommend if you want to interact with us, if you want notifications on certain types of things, we are on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. There you can see on your right at TryGamers. I haven't had my tea yet, so I'm gonna have some tea because I've been I'll say it in a minute, but basically I've been having actual streamer problems, fun stuff, where just if you joined us during last stream, the chatbot wasn't quite working right, and whatever the reasoning was with the update that was messed up, it now seems to be working fine. But the problem is, it kicked me off of the Twitch authentication to use it, and so as a result, I had to kind of figure out how to get that back on because I haven't done it in a while. But it's connected now, so if I were to say, something like this, oh hey, it works now. Haha. So I really was hoping that was going to work because I hadn't actually tested beforehand, but here we are. And that sort of thing. Trying to think of any other sort of business. I don't think there's too much other frame of business at all, except just this is a calmer stream. You'll notice is a lot more laid back than you'd see maybe like the Next Generation or lazy Sunday afternoon programs. It's even more fast paced than this kind of thing. Crazy enough for the lazy label, but you're gonna see we're kind of going to be laid back. It also, I will mention, is a modded stream, which means I will not know as much as I will want to pretend like I know, because this is, Stardew Valley Expanded, which is one of the larger mods we're using, really shakes up the map. It shakes up adds in a lot more quest lines, adds in NPCs I've never seen before, those kinds of things. So there's gonna be kind of a learning experience and pausing for checking wikis, that kind of thing. So that's your thing, definitely. Hello, Jax. Thank you so much for joining and jumping on. How's your Monday going? Is it manic or is it mellow? I'm gonna use a lot of M words because during work I actually often I lead a couple meetings as a team lead, and as a result I try to keep them on their toes by always using alliteration at the end. So like marvelous Monday, having a terrific Tuesday, tremendous Tuesday or Thursday, having a wonderful Wednesday. Um, Hope your Wednesday treats you well, that kind of thing. And then fantastic Friday, Friday freedom, stuff like that. So I'm like, I just have a lot of off the cuff, which I shouldn't because they just giggle at it and groan. But manic, oh my, just another manic Monday. A little bit of Bengals. And if you have not heard that song, um, one, you can't say it's because you're young, because I'm sorry, no, it's been played enough still, as a result, just in commercials and stuff. But two, go watch it. I will be here when you get back. I'm not worried. Or put it on in the background. Just kind of put the stream volume down a little bit. So I do want to go ahead and get us into the game. So I should probably load that up ahead of time before I do too much. So if I start it loading before I transition, there we go. And we're just gonna start it up. Just laid back, kind of fun. I honestly do not remember what my goals were. Oh no. For a second, I wasn't responding. I was like, don't you dare do that right now. You were working earlier. I don't exactly remember what we were going to do. I think there was a coop involved, a silo and a coop. 'Cause I seem to remember hating the fact that I couldn't get clay, but I guess I could check. I might actually have notes now that I think of it, because we have been putting more notes in our Discord streamer area to kind of keep track of it. Um, nope, looks like it's just next generation stuff and lazy Sunday afternoon. We haven't been great with other things, so. Yeah, I don't think I have any other notes or things. I have notes on like what to fix if something breaks down for my mods, but that's not very helpful here. Okay, what do we got on the board? Haley for a cave carrot, as much as I'm kind of meh on Haley, you know. Ooh, and it's Pam's birthday tomorrow. That's Pam's birthday and then Shane's birthday. That's actually usually pretty easy to pull off, so we might just try to rush money to make sure we can hit both of their birthdays with beer and go that route. 'Cause I obviously cannot make beer at this point, so it's not a thing. That could be it could be in the future, but oop. Karma brought us a gift, first of all, our kitty, but also Andy, the Joja farmer, the one that swears by Joja. Morning, Frankie. Just dropped by to warn you about those crows flying about. I woke up to see them flocking over my crop field. Had to scare a few off. Fair enough. I think your farm is fine. I live right by the forest, so I get a lot of them roosting in the trees, darn crows. Oh, speaking of, we can hear them. That's a noise that gets you going in Stardew. Yep, there they are, darn scavengers. But it looks like they aren't nibbling ear crops like they did to mine. Well, it's probably because I have scarecrows down. Just saying. Would be a good idea to build more of them scarecrows if you can. Might not be a bad idea to get a few myself. I'll go get started. Good luck farming. Yep. Okay, what did Karma bring us today? Stop making the crow noise. It's making me nervous. Ooh, we just got a nice piece of coal. Thank you, Karma. I appreciate it. Oh, Andy also apparently had mailed us strawberry seeds, so that's cool. I don't think I'm gonna plant them now. Like, I think the whole idea is that you go ahead and plant them now, but you get so much more out of it if you don't plant it now, because you're only gonna get like 2 things out of it by the 17th. So, I'd rather keep these with my other ones I've purchased for 11, which is gonna be really nice come spring 2. And then I do have some crops, which is good because I actually could afford a backpack then, and still have enough to get Pam like beer tomorrow and such. So I think I might do that. Oh, these are done, so I should actually get that too. Oh, I don't have any bait on me. Oops, that's stupid. Let's put these in the fish chest because they're gonna be better if I can make them to sashimi style stuff. 1, 2, 3, and then we'll also grab the scythe. Oh, we have a forest sword. Wow, I don't remember getting that, but that's cool. Like I said, that's the one part about managing multiple different Stardew things, especially with this one being modded. This one's the newest one, so I'm less likely to remember it, honestly. Get some free rice here. I think we can sell it. I don't think we're... Yeah, we already have like 4. I'll keep one more, and then I'll sell the rest. Do we have anything to smelt? Not really. Oh, that's right. We have a dinosaur egg already, which I didn't realize you could get a dinosaur egg before you could have the coop. I thought it was like you got the coop and then you were allowed to get it, but no, apparently you can get this even earlier than that. So I just got to hold on to that. So I just want to make sure I actually have my tea while it's warm. You know, just so okay. We do need a cave carrot though, because we need to bring that for Haley. Just for some extra money. And then we do have some cauliflower. So how much is that freeing up? It looks like we're gonna need to buy 11. Oh, it's Wednesday. We can't sell them live, can we? Nope. So no backpack today, but that's fine. Do I need good cauliflower? I don't think so. Quality crops. No. Green beans, that's right, and that's the one I'm probably not gonna be able to do, just based on what's happening. So I probably do want to keep it though. How good do I need for luau is the question. That I don't know offhand. Yeah, you need a golden cauliflower. Look, well, I don't know. It doesn't necessarily say a regular. Let me check in the wiki. This one like doesn't have a silver one on there, so I don't know where the silver one matches in. So, already going to the wiki. As you do. Okay, luau. Let's see, best response. Okay, now you can't do it with silver cauliflower because silver cauliflower would do a good response. But no, we want best. We want a bunch of recipes randomly the day after. Hello, Gigglepuss Gang. Thanks for stopping by. How is your Monday going? I think we've been going with has it been a manic Monday or a mellow Monday, or somewhere in between. I mean, that's basically a spectrum. We're going to give one to Jody eventually, so I want to keep that. We'll want to keep the gold one for the luau. Yeah, and then I think the rest we can put in for sales. Okay. I'm doing all right. Today hasn't been too bad. I was actually lucky enough today where I'm starting to merge back into. It's not quite to off season for my work. I shouldn't say that. That is not the direction I'm going with it. But um, I'm starting to merge back to the point where I can be remote again. Before it was kind of I was managing a team, and we actually even were a bit short staffed this year, so I was in office a lot, managing the in office portion of the team, which is only a couple people, but there has to be a supervisory person there, and I'm the lead. Um, so I'm kind of transitioning now where we have, people have, our seasonal portion has started ending, people have transitioned to other projects, that sort of thing. And so I got to be remote today. So I'm a little calmer than usual, which is nice. Today wasn't too bad also. In terms of the short staffing, we switched things up a bit at my work, and as a result, I'm doing something that I actually prefer, which is more just direct processing, which means that I can just turn on my headphones and listen to music and click buttons, and it's nice. Now that being said, when I say click buttons, I mean like also at the same time creating Excel formulas and sheets to do what I need to do with those buttons and everything. But you know, that kind of sort of processing. So yeah, it's been that both. So it's been manic and mellow. I'm curious how that works because high raised up the height on both of them. That's quite a crazy Monday for you then. But yeah, it has been good though. I'm glad that's starting to get to there. I mean, basically once the last person in office transitions off of our project area, because I work on, I will say I work on a kind of something to do more with government contracts. So basically, once that's kind of transitioned off, once we get off of the high season for what we do, it does mean that I probably want to go in like once a week, and I can kind of pick that. It'll likely be a stream day, either Monday or Wednesday, so you'll probably hear it more often from that. Just based on knowing my work, knowing what's going on. But it is something that doing it once a week versus 5 times a week is a lot less stressful. So that's kind of where I'm pointing to. I'll still have to go in probably. Just it doesn't look like there's going to be any point that will change in the near future. I say that because there is a possibility of something shifting where I don't have to go in at all in the summer because someone else is in there. Yeah, a lot of weird things shifted in the last month or so on my team, and so as a result, people that shifted off of it are still around and might be working on some of the projects still, even if they're not on our team, and so it's kind of something that might shift to them, and which sounds big, boring processing stuff, I know, but um, it's one of those things where I do prefer that. I prefer to just work from home. I don't want to commute. I go through a metropolitan area because we live near Madison, Wisconsin. In case you've not heard that come up previously, but basically that means that unfortunately, um, it is going through nothing like Chicago or Minneapolis or anything like it's a big or even just bigger cities across the east or west coasts, but I mean it is traffic. So um, I don't know why that picked part of that word, so I'm just gonna allow it. I don't know what that means. I feel like if I don't know what a possibly auto mod restriction means, then I'm not gonna worry about fingers test. It all works out. Yeah, it probably will. I mean, the nice part that I do have, thankfully, is that my supervisor now, because originally I've kind of bounced around a bit in the team that we're on. I've been on the project that I'm on for, phew, I think in February 3 years. Is it 3 years already? Jesus, yeah, 3 years actually probably. I need to figure out which start date it was, but it was in February. So as a result, we bounced around a bit. I think we've had like 4 different supervisors over the 3 years, just because our stuff is kind of more specialty that we do. And as a result, we've actually cycled back where the person who was the team lead before me, so like in between general processor and supervisor, is actually the supervisor now. So they actually have been in my position before, and they know how it goes, and have actually done a bit more remote stuff and kind of factor it so they can. And so I'm kind of setting it up so that's a possibility for me as well in the hopes. that works out how I want it to. So that's the idea. Mine does the same. Oh, your Automod? Yeah, I I like Automod because if I miss something and it's on there for a bit, because I'm notorious for missing for a couple minutes sometimes on chat, just because I get focused on something and not paying attention. It will catch that kind of stuff, but at the same time, it also is very aggressive, even for like a slightly discretionary one. Like we don't have it nearly even in the middle, but for some reason, there's still some things that must be flagged as odd. Um, let's see. So it'll be 10, 11. Do I just go to Joja and get seeds? As much as my brain's like, you shouldn't. I'm like, but I want to grow things. And then I have this area over here, which I should actually do some. Like, I don't want to go to Joja, but at the same time, it just didn't work out very nicely when the cauliflower came up. Because I just was not paying attention. And at the same time, though, if I want to get the backpack tomorrow, I shouldn't buy anything today. Yeah, let's actually go with that. That's good reasoning. I do want some clay, though, and I don't know how to get... Maybe I should look up how to get clay that isn't just hoeing, because I've never had an issue where I have not had this much clay. Like, where I've not had enough for a silo. So I'm just very confused in how you can get more of it. Digging up dirt, sand, artifact spots, cracking open geodes. Gotcha. So I can get it also at the beach, I guess. So that might be a good direction to go since Haley wants her thing anyway. Yeah, and I might as well just go fishing at this point. So can use this to give, daffodil give to another person. Probably Evelyn or I don't know. Who else would I want to give it to right now? I don't know. I mean, I haven't really figured out who I'm going after. So I mean, maybe I just go give it to like Claire at Joja as a general gift that they might like. I actually don't know what any of the modded people like, so worst case, I just find out that they don't like it. Because yeah, they still have the whole... Yeah, I haven't given any gifts. Yeah, so they still mark those kind of gifts. Okay, cool. I'm not losing it here. Let's see. This is a cute love. I enjoy it. I'm gonna be back drawing for a bit. I'll check it. Oh yeah, feel free to lurk. I do appreciate it. It's very nice. Yeah, go some drawing. Worst case, just have the music on in the background of Stardew because I highly recommend that. Oh, there's a cutscene. What the hell? Oh, for Claire actually. Can't keep my eyes open. Oh no, is Morris gonna go out and catch her? Oh, apologies. Welcome to Jojo Mart. How may I help you? Oh no, she's overworked. Have a flower. Oh, good. She said thank you. Okay, she likes it. Oh, let's confirm that now that I've given her something. Claire. Oh, she doesn't have favorites, but it has it that she likes this normal gifts. Yep. Okay, cool. I should have a place where it like showed you everything, but oh well. I think that'll be a little crazy to try to show everything. So yeah, I didn't give a favorite obviously, but you know. Oh, you have to do it like and above. Okay, so for her it's just normal. It's not even really much of a gift, but please don't tell my manager I was dozing off. Why would I do that? Like, I just gave you a flower. Oh, cute game. Yeah, no, I got what you were going for. It was something like that. But yeah, this is, especially with the mods, it's extremely adorable, and I absolutely love it. It's doing its best to even cuten it up even more. Let's see. So I wanted to go find Haley, but she might be up by the fountain if she's not down here. Well, yeah, because she only comes down here in the summer now that I think of it. Yeah, and then I think, yeah, I'll just probably be another fishing day, because I just want to get a backpack before I go in the mines more. It's just so rough if you don't have it. Times have been tough lately. I got laid off as my job as a bus driver. If I got that job back, I could drive you to Calico Desert. Yep, we just have to do stuff in the community center. What'd you say? It's 12:20 p.m. already? My goodness. Oh yeah, I mean it is. I'm trying to come up with a new song for my band, but I'm blanking. Hey, what do you think my new song should be about? A City in the Sea? Yeah, that sounds pretty metal. Hey, you know what? That sounds perfect. Thanks. Okay, well I don't know what I set in their stuff because I know you can set the type of music for like the 10 heart, but I don't think I've ever have it where you set that. Gotta give Dusty some pets. I don't know if it does anything, but we've already had a cutscene with Dusty, so I feel like it does. And then oh, Haley might be up by the fountain. She might also just be by her house. So let's check that here since we're already over here. And they'll probably go fishing up at the lake. Well, Alex just went in there, which means that probably Haley's in here. Yup. Ooh, I like the like blue sweater shirt kind of thing. I asked you to throw the ball around, but you don't really seem like the sports type. I'm fine just watching you from a distance. Yeah, some people are just made for it. Yeah, that's why I'm watching. But Haley, here you go. Oh, it's exactly what I needed. I'm so happy. So we get 75G for that. Yeah. Yeah, because I do think I want to get a coop too. So it's probably going to be backpack into coop. And then I'll probably look into upgrading tools depending how close we are to summer. But cauliflower are going to get us a fair amount of money, so that's why I'm not too crazed about it. Ooh, come on, give me clay. That's stone. That's definitely not what I'm looking for. Give me clay. Well, thank you. I was like, I'm gonna go fishing. Then I'm like, yeah, but now I'm down here. Do I want to go all the way up? Nah, I might as well just fish at the dock here. Oh, hello, Elvis. Hi. Yep, you're just looking. Thank you so much for sticking around, hanging out with us and the fur babies, as it says. I do love that I put that in there, because that's basically what it is. It's usually just hanging out with us and a kitty or two, depending on the stream. Yeah, let's get this fishing level up to 5, because then we get some good money from fishing. I think we can do it pretty quickly. And we could just sell, actually we could just sell the fish right away and have the money with Willie probably in a couple hours in game. So it's a good way to just make some quick money here. And you could get the fiberglass rod if we wanted to, just to kind of amplify our fishing money, but I've actually never had the mining and combat level so low at this point. But it was just like taking long enough for the backpack because I wasn't planting as much as I probably could have. And being aggressive enough on that, so. As a result, I was kind of like, well, just that hasn't gone up that high. There's been more foraging too, because I was just kind of clearing up the farm so I could put the coop somewhere if I need to. Ooh, some flounder. That's good for food. I might just keep that over here. Throw some nice mine food. It's funny because when I fish, I actually need my tea over here. But like for everything else, I would totally just do it on my other side. Well, I will say I do love fishing in single player way more than our multiplayer stream because obviously you can get a lot more out of it in the time, just based on the fact that it actually pauses during everything. Which is why the fiberglass rod becomes so good in single player, is because you're catching fish quickly enough where it keeps pausing the time. So that's the plan of why I want it. That should be a gold, right? Yeah. Actually, let's go ahead. Let's sell these to him now. There we go. Cool, cool. I have enough for the backpack currently. You know what? Why don't I just get the fiberglass rod now? Yeah, I have it. I don't have any bait currently, but I should still keep things up. We can cast further. Yeah, like if I just do it now, I can put bait in it when I get back to the farm and then be catching a lot of crazy stuff tomorrow. Yeah, seaweed, yay. Uh, oh, oh, no, stay in there. Oh, well, I still might get a gold. That wasn't too bad. Nope, not quite. Oh, and they're down there. Is there any way for me to... I might be able to on the other side, so it might be worth going to it after this next catch. Okay. Oh, jeez. But yeah, the other reason I also do want to get a coop, though, is Oh, the bubbles went away. Interesting. Is that I do have a mod that actually, if you've kind of seen them around Raspy Kitten, has talked me into during this one, which basically is customized buildings from, I believe it's L's seasonal buildings, or it doesn't sound right, but um, it's L's something buildings. I could always put the mods in if somebody's looking for it, but basically you can kind of make it specialized, and I really like the look of the buildings now. Like before it was just kind of plain, but it's like this is actually really kind of looks really cool. To the point of I might get a slime hutch, which I haven't had probably since my first playthrough because I was just like it's not as efficient as I'd like it to be, but it looks very pretty, which is really all that matters on this playthrough. Because if it doesn't look pretty, then it's not going to match the aesthetic. And honestly, this is just kind of, like I said, this is the passive one. This is not a, I'm going to try and complete the game as quick as possible and get to late game, that sort of thing, which we do see in other ones. Lazy Sunday afternoon Stardew is probably more of your vein if you want to go that direction. Because we're a little more optimized than I'll be on this stream. But this is more the journey there. That's what this one is. You know, obviously, you've played enough Stardew. The regular game, you just kind of rush through. You know, it's something that you've done it enough. You're like, okay, I do this, then this, then this. But in Expanded here, there's a lot more quest lines and other things that are going to be here in the main area that, you know, the island area after the boat repair is not going to be as big. You know, I will definitely look for it, you know, and look forward to it, because I have not actually done that yet. But it's not something that this stream in particular is going to rush toward. It's not built for this stream to care about it. This one we're playing the mods. You know, we're enjoying some modded. I actually had not played modded for a fair probably since 1.3 actually. Late in 1.3 just because I hadn't gone back and really fixed them up after 1.4 came out, and you know it was one of those that it takes some work to get the mods into the folders and figure out which ones you want and are they compatible and all of that. So it's something that kind of has an upstart cost, but I had done it right before 1.5 came out, so I kind of had everything laid out how I wanted it to, and had a few of them already downloaded. I just had to update them, so it kind of, helped the load a bit on getting that all up and ready for this. Oh, we're actually getting pretty close to end of energy, which is crazy. I have to kind of keep peeking because the way our setup is, it's like slightly covered. So if I'm not paying attention, I could really get in trouble with my energy. Which is why we just need to get star drops, which means we need to get the mine, which means we need the backpack, which means we need more money, which means we're fishing. Y'all follow that, right? Yeah, I'll just go back, just in case I accidentally cast again. I don't want to cause myself some misery there. Oh. Ah, this cutscene. But oh, Linus's outfit. I just love the like flower crowns out of the wearing of the flowers. It's so cool. Ah, yes, the raccoons. Just like the rats in the community center. Ah, you turned up at the right moment, son. Could you do an old man a favor, go around the corner and scare off those raccoons? They've been causing a real mess. Make sure you give them good scares so they never come back. Oh, it was me. I'm sorry. Oh, Linus. I have a soft spot for Linus. I also have a soft spot for George, which is why this one's so tough and I just skip it. I find a lot of hot, fresh food in these canned stuff that would go to waste if I don't take it. Do you think there's something wrong with what I'm doing? No, it's a shame for food to go to waste. Thanks, Frankie. I knew you were an open-minded person. I feel good about what I'm doing. I'm not harming anyone. But it's true. This really isn't harming anyone. I mean, it's his own body, really, that he's messing with if he has something he shouldn't have. You can go on home. I promise I won't rummage in Jordan's can anymore. You can tell him you scared off the Raccoons for good. Oh, Linus. And then I remember Gus comes out, right? Yeah. Wait. I know what you were doing, Linus. It's just like, come on. If you need food, just ask. I don't want anyone in Pelican Town to go hungry. Here, I've got a basket of zucchini fritters for you. Just make sure you dip them in my spicy marinara. Come on, take it. It does make sense though that at the end of the night for the saloon, if they do have food left over, just to give it to Linus would actually be really good. It's like kind of the idea of like a lot of people are doing imperfect foods kind of stuff here around, where it's just like the stuff that grocery stores don't necessarily take, you could then instead take off their hands. But as long as it's be done in a sustainable way, it's pretty good. I'm not seeing any worms around. That's the only issue with the pathing is it's a little funky to look at. Usually there's a lot more space to see the little artifact spots, but now it's actually a little tougher to see them unless they're on your farm or around and about. So I've got to check around. Yeah, we have extra things watered, but oh well. That's not the end of the world. Yeah, we just have the two things there. So let's go ahead, sell some fish. I don't think we need any of these. Like, we could always... Well, I guess let me check to make sure. Yeah, don't need them for a bundle or anything. So we'll get rid of that. We'll keep the seaweed, because we do want to keep seaweed for fish ponds. Because eventually we would want that. I don't think we currently have it. Oh yeah, that was my mine food, that's right. Which actually I have other mine food now, funny enough, but... because yeah, I don't think we need... Let's see, yeah, because Master Fish is bundled now. Instead... Yeah, so we gotta get two of these, which, like I said, is probably going to be the lava eel. It's probably going to be the blobfish and then either the lava eel or the octopus, depending. More likely the lava eel, just based on my usual habits. Well, with my energy low and everything, I might as well just go to bed. Oh, and Kitty's in bed. Matt Sylvian. Ooh, yeah, we actually made a fair amount. Those cauliflower definitely did a fair number there. So that should bump us back over the amount for a backpack. Now, I mean, we are going to be low, so we might have to, hopefully might have some crops to sell, or we can sell something when we get there. It is raining, which is nice, so that's going to mean I have more energy to go fishing if I need to quick. Yep. And it's a neutral day. Fair enough. Okay, nothing's really going on. Okay, yep, we do have some green beans. None of them are gold starred or anything, so we could go sell them. I mean, at this point, it's really, we have 11, 14, 15, 18 spots. Naturally, we could always go further for stuff. We might just overload on parsnips, probably what we're going to have, I'd presume. I mean, let me see if there's anything else I can sell before I go too far. Like, maybe there's stuff I have that I just was like, oh, I really could just sell this if I wanted. Let's see, I do have a couple silver star leeks. I could get rid of some of those. Could sell a couple dandelions, maybe 4 flowers. What else? I could sell some crayfish, some snail, and I do have a topaz. I want to sell that. Yeah, let's go sell these. Actually, before we do that, let's go ahead and just, before I forget, let's make some bait. Put in the rod, just to have it. But yeah, let's go sell this in a little bit, I guess. I can't do that currently, so actually we should go ahead and just throw this in the bin for now. Because I don't think I have anything to... Oh, I do have stuff to bring. I didn't even notice that. Oh, these are all for fish bundles and stuff. Well, we're going to just go ahead, and none of these should overlap, so we can kind of just throw them in there for now. We should get rid of our watering can. And if we are buying the backpack, we can bring the forest... Well, no, we're not going to have room currently. We have to come back if we're going to do any fighting. And let's stock up the berries. Are we not keeping any yet? Oh, we don't have any kept. Interesting. I guess because we're always going to have a spot for it. That's why. Ha! I am just not accurate in my stuff. I might just keep the flounder in here, honestly, and then grab... Actually, now it makes more sense for me to grab the flounder here, keep the leeks and purple mushrooms for now, and then just come back to it later. Yeah, that seems good. Let's do that. Anything on the quest menu? Nope. And it is Pam's birthday. Yeah, that was the other issue. We wanted to be able to buy stuff for Pam's birthday. So yeah, we might have to do some fishing quick and get some stuff off of that. But I do want to deal with these first. Just gotta keep collecting that trash, you know. Which I think I'm collecting in here. Yeah. Trash and cray. Let's grab one of the crayfish. Yeah, we'll just go sell some stuff and see what we end up with, you know? Worst case, I'm selling stuff down at the beach and I can just catch some fish quick. If we need to, and go that route. So yeah, let's go beach direction first. That's probably the better direction to go. But yeah, I think between the leeks, the green beans, dandelions, you know, having the snail and crayfish as well, like I think we're going to end up having enough for... Let's see, because we're going to need 2,400 for the for the backpack plus, well, you know what, let's go check for spring onions. But for the backpack, for the beer for Pam, and for whatever crops we want to do. Now, worst case, I just go ahead and buy some crops today, and then get more tomorrow, because that's always an option that can be done after I do some fishing and such. Oh, there's lots of berry bushes down here that are available, which feels weird, but... Oh, there's another dandelion. Cool, cool. That helps. At this point, we're just selling whatever we're getting, so... That's the idea. There's so many berry bushes, holy crap. You might just sell half of these. I mean, it feels weird to sell them because it's better to put them into jelly to really give them value, but at this point, we've got like so many of them today. Okay, yeah, let's go to the beach first, sell some fishy things. Go that route. And then let's see where our money ends up. Because, yeah, we need the backpack. I mean, that's just the first thing to go for, especially if we're going to be fishing a lot more. We're going to start filling up our backpack with that much fishing. So that's kind of a first thing to do for sure. And then we'll go from there to see what we got. I mean, again, I would love to be able to give Pam a gift today. I'm also not crazy about giving Pam a gift. I mean, yes, it's her birthday. Yes, it would be worth more, but at the same time, oh, I got some clay. Nice. I gotta go sell stuff first, then pick up the clam, because I was stupid and got the artifact spot first. Yeah, that's two. So yeah, we're getting some cash now. I think we'll be able to do all three once we get up there, but we gotta sell some stuff first. I think that's everything. So we'll go sell this. It's another 75. We'll go sell these, which will get us some cash, and then we're probably going to use a lot of money. But yeah, again, the idea, we're going to have a lot of energy today. It's probably better to do fishing today to earn some money back, and then we can do some mining and get back to our regular flow. But I just really wanted to push before we got too far into spring to get that backpack. So before we got too far, oh, I think I actually have to go over here to the blacksmith first to sell the topaz, because I don't think that's something I can do at Piez. Cool, there's 80 more. And what else can we do? Let's see. Bam, bam. Yeah, and we're gonna make it to Piers just without any issues of time, but okay, I gotta see this outfit. This looks awesome. Yeah, with the vest. I love it. I love the vest so much. Still kind of learning all of their general things. Oh, it's this cutscene. I should let it play for those that don't know it. I know this cutscene fairly well because this is not a modded one. This is a regular one, but for those that are asking, we are going the community center run right now. There is a more fleshed out JoJo line in modded, expanded that I do want to try at some point, but not for the first one. I mean, of course, if it's 50% off, they're gonna take people away, you know, right? But I can't match those prices. I'd be selling at a loss. Must be so difficult for you to lose your loyal customers like that. Can you blame them? JoJo Corporation is clearly the superior choice. Soon the whole world will realize that. Okay, Morris. You sound a little evil here. If I have to do actually heart levels with you, you gotta stop sounding so evil. Sell, 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 sell. Purchase. Yeah. And then 600 worth of seeds. It's probably better just to overload in potatoes right now. Actually, let me go ahead and actually do what I said, which is... Nope. Take half of these and sell those too. Not that does a ton, but any little bit counts for crops, you know? That's a whole other potato seed. So, yeah, let's just start taking potato seeds until we get close to 400, yeah. And then 2 more parsnips. Yeah, cool. They can go buy beer for Pam, go plant these quick, and then I can go fish. Cool. 16 seeds is not bad, though. That was definitely not as many as I thought we'd see at that point, but... You know. Something that did throw me off though, so I've been watching, there's a group of kind of Captain Sparkles and Kara and Crumb, and I can't remember who the person is currently. I think they stream as a group kind of thing. But they are playing, and the thing is they're playing with a increased profit margin, so the, oh there's Pam. So the crops sell for less, and it completely throws off my game, because you just don't expect to see parsnips for 15 or cauliflower for 60. It throws you off, and so the JoJo prices are actually more expensive, funny enough, because of that. So it's almost like a pro Pierre kind of way of doing things, in case like you're trying to teach someone the game, like, hey, go here, see it's better. But it throws me off so much because it's not what you expect to see. But good for Pierre, you know, if he's able to sell it that way. Okay, so let's do potatoes over here as auto-watered to start out. And then 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then 2 parsnips there. There we go. That's not too bad. And we have a couple open spaces, like I said, that are going to go away, but we can always add more crops later, you know, as an option. We have some clay though, so we want to drop that off for sure. Because yeah, we need 10 clay, and for some reason we've just been having so much issue with clay, and you kind of need that for the coop. Well, I mean, you can build the coop, but until you really have a silo for putting hay in, you know, I have some hay, I believe, somewhere. Maybe I don't. I thought I did. Oh, maybe I don't. Could have sworn I'd gotten some hay, but maybe you need the silo for it though. I don't know. Can't remember things. Okay, but these need to go to the community center, so I might as well do that. I should have brought the thing for Gunther, but oh well. Then I'm going to go up to the lake and do some fishing. I know the catfish is in the river. I'm aware of that. I believe I've already caught the catfish. Yeah, I have it in my inventory literally right there. I don't believe you can catch other rainfish right now, other than the shad and the catfish, so it's not like I'm missing out on anything by not fishing in the river, for instance, for this, but it's just one of those where I'm like, I'd rather just go fish at the lake because the fish in general are better use and also just better in general. Catfish. Just while we're here, you know, we're passing by. So river. Night fish. So walleye we can't get now. Tiger trout we can't get now. Can't get either of those for sure. Lake fish, I don't think we can get the sturgeon quite yet. And then ocean fish, this is like later stuff in the summer. So we're definitely doing all right there. I can't remember what's in the blacksmith though, because I do want the minecart at some point because of just how far away things are. So blacksmith bundle, adventurers bundle, fair enough, so killing things, and then oh yeah, engineers. That's right. We need to get iridium ore in a battery pack before we can do that, which is crazy. Hey Sebastian, do you like this? I don't want to hold it. No? Oh, oops. Well, let me check to see how that registered. I'm kind of curious. Sebastian. Yeah, he dislikes that, so we're not going to do that again. Fair enough. Now we know. We have a gold star one though. Should save that for someone that really likes it. Well, see, now I'm like, oh yeah, duh, I should be saving stuff in my second row, but I'm like, no, I need to use it immediately because that's what my brain's thinking because of past necessity when I only had one row, only 12 spots to work with. So now I have 24, which is a huge upgrade early game. Like, yes, you want to get to the 36, but this is just a very good jump because early game you just start getting to the point where you start filling them up almost immediately as you go out, and it's just like, well, that's it. Guess that's what I'm doing. So we're back to fishing. So T goes on the other side. But yeah, maybe depending. I mean, it's a little late in the day, but maybe we can get to the level 5 fishing, because then all of our fish are 25% more, which is good since we've made ourselves broke. And, if we are going to buy a beer for Shane for his birthday, knowing full well that that is an option in a couple days, Even if I'm not going to romance these people, I know that I like their stories. I mean, it'd be nice to have the option for blue chickens at some point. Ooh, 2 jade. We get to keep one then. I think we might actually just go ahead and make the second row like here's stuff stored. Like this is where the mine area is going to be. This we put mining stuff down here and kind of general fishing stuff up here. I think that's generally probably a smarter idea. Just to keep room for the fishing rod and such. Because we might do it some days where we like do the mine for a while and then we're running out of energy, so we need to come back up and do the fishing to get energy back. So never want to run out of energy at any point during a day. You always want to make it where you're being efficient with your time, and if sometimes you're just not making it far in the mine, you just come up here, you deal with it, and you go forward. But Yeah, it'd be kind of nice to, for sure, to hit level 5. I'd like that money at this point. We're definitely getting to a point where it's like, okay, I want an upgrade, I want a coupe, I want a style, you know, I want all this stuff that costs money, and I'm not quite to the point of actually getting a lot of it. So, but you know, we're getting the fish now, so that's good. And the more we fish, the more we get duplicates, and the better I feel about actually selling things rather than hoarding them. So. Got a bullhead. And we might also get treasure chests around here too, which would be nice. But yeah, the fact that you get a lot of largemouth bass is a lot of this, because that is you know, especially as you start getting at silver and gold levels, that starts really piling up money wise. Because I always feel, I don't know if this is the correct strat, but I always feel that the lake is the better place to fish money wise for spring, and then it switches to the beach for like summer, and then the river for fall. I think that's the general idea, is what it's meant to do. I mean, I could be very wrong on that, but that's just from my experience where I've noticed the fish making sense. I don't know. Like I said, not an optimal stream. This is definitely not optimizing. This is not a speed run. Someday I might try a speed run just to see what, you know, like look up some speed run strats and try it, but that's far enough in the future. Like, I've actually recently been watching a couple Minecraft speedrunning, and I just look at it like, I know, that's too stressful. That's a lot based on luck or the way I look at in a certain direction, and no. No, not for a nice calm stream like now, you know? There we go. But yeah, like I said, we're just, yeah, I think we're gonna hit 5 at this point. We're getting, the Fiberglass Rod made that happen. For certain. Because that's just getting us a high enough fish rate to actually catch enough fish to make it. So. Oop, fair enough. I'll do it right after this. I just got another fish bite, so like right after that. Gotta be efficient with my energy, you know, when you're fishing. When you're trying to reach that level 5 goodness here. Oh, Raspy Kitten, welcome to the stream this evening. I think the question of the day has been, have you been having a manic Monday or a mellow Monday? Oh, I just remember, I have chocolate. Where is my chocolate? Haha, I have chocolate. That is, you know, random chocolate memories is a good way to brighten up your Monday. Just pro strats here. Pro strats. That is good. That is some good chocolate. If you have not had Toblerone and you can stand almonds, I recommend it highly. Everything's been here just lurking. Kind of a mix. Some big possible life stuff I need to talk to you about soon. Welcome. I mean, fair question. Does it involve you moving into our guest room? Because I probably need to talk about the guys about that. I also don't recommend that, especially me going into into remote season again, because I am up and I am playing music from the office right next door, blasting it. For certain at that point. Oh my gosh, we're so close. We have the energy, so I'm not worried about the energy. It's just more of, we need to stop catching green algae. We need to catch actual fish. No, not as lovely as that would. See, you say lovely, but again, we are the kind of people that if someone's, is in trouble and really need it, like, okay, fair enough, we can make it happen, we can help out kind of thing. But I don't know if people want to live. We have habits and our very weird schedules and such, and that probably just is not conducive to people. There's three of us. We've made habits around three of us who are in a relationship living together. Because like I have not had a roommate that has not been them since college. I'll put it that way. So it's been a few years. So you get used to certain things, and so I would kind of put it that way of like, especially now we have the option for a guest room, even though like we obviously nobody's used it. We haven't kind of tested that theory of like that's a theory, it's a hypothesis that I don't think it's don't think people would want to stick around here. Which I mean maybe is the best. That'll be a push to make sure, but we also are kind of in a weird spot. Like our old place was the same way. This is even kind of worse over here. It's just the bus routes are good for what we need them for, but they're not necessarily good bus routes in general. So I can tell that mine's going to be less than an hour from where I am. But that being said, if you want to go anywhere else, I don't know. Like, if I wanted to go to somewhere using the bus routes, I'm like, yeah, there's select spots I could get to within an hour. Otherwise, I'm going to be on a few transfers. Because just things haven't expanded in the direction that we're living as much. There's a lot more to certain other directions in Madison. For those that maybe live around Madison or been to Madison, you might know what I'm talking about at this point, where it's just like there's certain directions it has definitely reached out into, and certain ones it has not, and we are more towards the has not direction. Ooh, what is this fish? This is fighting. Oh, come on. Don't do this. Yeah, well, this one's fighting. What is this one? I don't think there's anything that's supposed to be too tough in the lake this early. This is a rainfish that I, like, just got access to. What is that? There's a frog? What? Do I need that for anything? I mean, I know that there's new stuff in the modded version, but I'm like, what is this? Do I need to keep it? Like, is it someone's favorite gift that I don't know about? I don't know. That's so bizarre, though. Oh my gosh. Okay, well, I guess I have a frog now, and yeah, I'm gonna have to keep that. But that's what I was wondering. I'm like, what is this? What is this? Because like, there's nothing that should be that difficult at this point, unless I was doing like a midnight carp. But I didn't think those would be up here at this point. So yeah, we can do like one more, and then I should leave. But yep, I've gotten pretty far into level 5. I can make sure it's gonna level me up, and that's gonna get me. I mean, I don't think I can name the frog. I mean, I might be able to put it in an aquarium later, which would be kind of cool. That's also why I want to keep it, but I don't think I can name it. The fact that it actually makes you lose a ton of energy is also interesting, because I don't think there's many fish. The only thing I can think of is like the sea cucumber, I think, that would make you lose energy. Maybe, oh, pufferfish. I think pufferfish also makes you lose energy. Oh, hey. I'll take another leek. That's nice. I think I knew that was there. There's also a lot of berry bushes I'm realizing I'm passing because it's dark and I can't see them. Which is sad because I think berries are ending after today, so I really should pick these up. So let's just do that quick. Just to get that, so when we get jars soon, so we should be getting to those pretty quick too. Once we get to jars, I can then go ahead and just start cranking them out. Getting the jelly. But yeah, so there are apparently frogs in the lake. That's one of the, wait, is there really something over here? What the hell? Can I hoe it to get rid of it? I can. Okay, good. I'm like, since when is there stuff up from that direction? What the hell? I need to clear that section out so we don't have those issues, but I just haven't yet. I really should have with the rain today, but... Okay, so let's keep a couple carp that are gold star. Let's keep green algae. I think the bait we could just put in our fishing rod at this point. Like, if we're going to fill the crab pots, we're going to do it from here. I might as well just put Joja Cola in here. Oop. 2 bullheads. 2 of those. And then the frog. Yeah, I think the rest is all sales. Oh, wait, no. Duh, I can take this out and sell that. That's right. Yeah, and the rest is definitely all sales there. We're going to put 1 of the jade in here. Put that in there. And then take out... I don't... Actually, no, I think I was just using it as mine, so I might just still use it as mine food here. And then sales. Lots of sales. Jade goes in here. Oop, I missed the other sales. Sell, sell. And then over here, we're going to go ahead. We do have a lot of leeks, but I do like to befriend George sometimes. So I like to keep a lot of them. Just as a general sense. And then I think I was actually going to go ahead and grab my gear for the mine, just so I don't forget it tomorrow. Because I can just put it in here now. Actually, I should put it this way. Into bed. Holy crap, do we get a fairy? I mean, I would have liked it sooner, but I'll take it at any point in the season when I have crops. Are they going to hit the potatoes that I just planted? Because that'll be awesome. Oh, they might. That's really close to them. That's actually great, because we can probably get another round of potatoes in then. Oh, Fisher. Definitely Fisher. Make those fish worth a lot of money. Oh, yeah, there you go. Got 1,000 back on a day we spent 25 or 3,000, so probably pretty good. Okay, weather report for tomorrow. I mean, rain to be awesome. No, I'm not that lucky. And then, oh, some good humor today. So yeah, definitely a mine day. We have some mail. Oh, Pam gave me stuffing. Is stuffing in the base game? Oh, Joji wants a cauliflower. Yeah, I can get Joji a cauliflower. I don't know why I'm going in here. I'm not gonna be able to see that. But is stuffing in the base game? I don't feel like it is. Elliot wants a cave carrot now. Okay, fair enough. And is Shane's birthday tomorrow? Okay. So, is it? I feel like that's totally not in regular Stardew. Because I love stuffing, so like, no, it totally is. Okay, I'm just losing it apparently. Yeah, it's been around forever. Apparently I just don't take. I mean, it's not exactly spectacular stuff, but wait. Mail 7. I got it 3. Did I get it early somehow? They must have mixed that up because like I have it where it comes in at 7, but maybe yeah, maybe it's something where stuffing is in the base. Yeah, you purchased for. Yeah, it looks like Evelyn loves it, so that's actually might be a reason to make it. But the only thing I'm noticing is that I'm not supposed to get it until Pam is at 7 hearts, which is maybe why I haven't seen it much. It also needs fall crops and forage, so that's not happening anytime soon. But if I open up Stardew Valley Expanded Wiki, I wonder if in here it changed, so I can look up stuffing. No. It's not in there specifically, so I don't... Unless I can look up, like, Pam. And... No, she gets a new... Yeah, it must have just shaken it up somewhere in one of the things I have, because it only talks about with Pam, it's just that she gets a new event. So that's a little funky that you get it a lot earlier, which means that I can't predict when I'm going to get Sashimi from Linus, which makes me feel a little more nervous. That's usually one of the things I am actually really into going for Linus for, so... I am laughing though, because so Um, fair warning, in case you've watched it, I have not watched it, so it's not a spoiler place to talk about it. But I can hear the guys talking about WandaVision downstairs because I've gotten a couple spoilers. I know that they're watching it together, and so they've been watching it like when I'm not available, and it's adorable because they, I told them they could just watch and just let me know, and I just won't watch this. Like I'll avoid watching the screen to see any more spoilers. But like they're being adorable. They're trying to find a spot when I'm busy, like streaming or like I knew I was gonna be gaming for a while up here, so they took that spot on a weekend or something. So they're just being really cute. I do need to catch up on it. That's the thing. Like, aside from it, I should. But Belmont and I are kind of already watching U.S. RuPaul right now, and so like that's kind of the planned one. And then it's like, okay, well now I need to do other. I have all these other things I like to watch, so it should be there. But while we have Disney Plus, I really should. Yeah, because they're talking about basically there's a song from the last episode that like everybody started singing. Oh, never mind. It looks like that was a spam poster. Okay, cool. Based on the link I'm seeing, yeah, the whole you want to buy followers and viewers and everything, here you go. It's like, no thanks. No thanks. So, timeout for 10 minutes will probably mean they'll go away. Okay, yeah, and I accepted. Yeah, Elliot wanted a cave carrot. Okay, here we go. We have a fair amount of crops today because of that fairy. We shouldn't have this many, but, the fairy came in and basically grew all of this. So I wish it would have been a little further in, but hey, I'll take what I can get. This is quite a haul. I really should actually keep a couple more star cauliflower for future luau's. So I'll just keep that in there in general, or if I need like extra energy or something. But the rest I can definitely sell. I totally have enough potatoes, so this will be a nice way to kind of hedge my money up a bit. Maybe that means we'll go for a coop. Who knows? Let's see. Oh, let's go up here too. Okay, I do have to water today though, so I do have to actually take out my watering can and do that here really quick. Okay, but we're going to figure out how many crop spots here I have open because I believe potatoes will be up quick enough. If they're not going to, I'll go ahead and just do parsnips, but I'd love to do potatoes because they have the extra chance of spawning. You put in more to get more kind of thing. I believe they're a better margin than parsnips, but I also could be. Because of the extra, I think they're better margin, if I remember correctly. If they didn't have the extra one, I don't think it would have been as crazy, but okay, so what do we have? We want to get at least 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 crops. Okay. So at least want 19 based on what we have so far. Let me go fill up my water just so it's not empty, basically, or not half empty. Oh, gotta say hi to my cat. I see my cat up here. Gotta say hi. Yeah, put my watering can back. Go grab 19 crops quick from Pierre's. Bring them back here and go up. I think, yeah, we'll do some mines today. With a little extra luck, that's probably a better day to go do it. Just to find the stuff. We have a fair amount of energy today. We haven't had to hoe a lot of spots or anything. So I think it's a good day for it. Does mean I'll have to try to find Elliot tomorrow for the cave carrot, but that's fine. It's a weekend. I'm sure he'll be around. Okay. I think we can just do... Can we just do 19 potato seeds? I also did not check Are these 6 days? Yeah, okay, it'll be in time then. I'm like pretty sure it's fine, but I probably should check that before buying a bunch of them. But I probably can do the coop tomorrow. I probably should do the pickaxe upgrade though. If I don't have the clay for, if I don't quite have the clay yet for the silo, I don't think I should go into the coop yet. Especially if I'm gonna try and like give beer to Shane and maybe get him up for blue chickens. I probably should just delay it a little bit. As much as I do want some nice passive income, but especially because this just has fences here, so it's really nice and pretty to do it, but we'll just have to wait a little bit on that. You know, as you do. Better things in life are things you have to wait for, right? So, okay, let's go and kill some stuff. We have some mine food. We have a lot of energy. This should be good. Let's clear out some of the stuff here that have made us not be able to come back in the past. Yeah, because I think I just have, yeah, I have the Jody request, and then I have the whole go into the mine, get a coop. So, it's kind of a direct mission. Oh, and we're getting some general, just other food stuff, in case we do need it, worst case. I'd probably eat this before the leak. Just, again, gotta make George like me, you know. For whatever reason, I just need approval from George, and I don't know why, but like my brain wants to give it. It's also, that's a good Linus and speaking of that, I'm actually just giving the dandelion. It's a good Linus and George gift, so like it's something that the two that I generally just for whatever reason decide to level up because I can find them easily. I just end up doing it. But oh, these mine carts cannot come soon enough, which is why I want to do some mining. So for those that don't know, by the way, I probably should mention this. Actually, it's a little foggy up here, so it's a little harder to see it, but just with today for whatever reason. But basically, this area up here, if you just notice, I went to a place that I've never been to before. So they did a little shifting around. There was an expanded update that happened since our last stream of it last week. Or it was last week, I can't remember if it was on the list yet or not, but there was a lot that was updated the last week or so. And basically, it moved the Adventurers Guild back up here to the space where you'd probably kind of see it with Marlin up here and everything. It's a kind of cool thing. Put the sewer grate back, but it put the mine all the way up here. So like that mine cart's even more valuable than ever because it's further now to get to the mines. Oh, I'm in this area. That's right. I really should just go for stairs. Like immediately try to find him. Ooh, Omni-Geode. Me likey. What do I have for... I have a magnet ring. Okay, I'm like, what do I have for rings at this point? I know I have sneakers for defense. So, oh, hi, bat. I forgot bats exist on this level. I'll be honest. I'd very much like it if I could get stairs, please. Haha! I mean, I probably should have gotten the copper before I did that, but at the same time, I'm also just like, I just want stairs. Like, I do not like these levels one bit. I feel they're too dark, and I hate to have to carry around a torch. So I really just try to speedrun them a little bit. I know this is a really good level to get stone. Oh my gosh. Okay, maybe we are having a little luck today, because that is a ton of copper. Oh, I have stairs, so I should go kill this, get this, and then run away from that thing. Okay, we're already at 34, which is not too bad. I mean, we might... I mean, energy is going to be our issue in the mines, always. So that's kind of where... That's why I want to bring my fishing gear with me always, because I don't want to go through too much food trying to do the, like, pressure the mines, but if I'm doing 5 levels a day, that should get me moving pretty quick through it. I just might have to use one of those flounder, because I am progressing very quickly right now. Especially the copper that I had to get there for a bit. I mean, although it was very good, it did mean a lot of energy loss. But that's why I have a ton of food. Because I was going to try to make a bit of a push. There we go. Oh, we got some quartz. I'll take that. Oh, is this bats? Oh, jeez. Okay, well, let's get the copper and run then. Whew. Got out. Oh, the forest sword is making this so much nicer. I'm very happy I found that. So much nicer. This is actually where I probably should have brought a purple mushroom, just knowing I had 2 backpack rows, but it's like, no, it'll be fine, I'm sure. Like I said, I have food. I'm not worried about my energy levels, but I also I'd rather not burn through all of this food right now. There we go. Oop, and I already have stairs. That will help. So, bye-bye, little beast thing. Yeah, we're getting a fair amount of copper, which is good, because, I mean, if we are going to start upgrading things, we need to get some copper bars. We haven't been doing much mining, so... But we also, again, are going... Yeah, I might go through our salmon berries pretty quick. Oh, no, there we go. Oh, and then we have stairs over there, so let's just grab the copper and run. Oh, and the coal, I guess I do see it. There's going to be some coal. Oh my gosh, there's so much copper today. Which again, it's not a bad thing. It sounds like I'm complaining, but I'm like, it's just a lot of copper to go through, though, for when you don't have a ton of energy. Let's hit that. Let's just go ahead. We already have almost 50, Jesus. Oh, there's something that wants to kill us. So let's take the time to kill it quick. Eat a couple salmon berries to make sure. Hello, Jax. Oh, don't be sorry. People are generally lurking a lot today, which is, you know, very good. You know, it's a good thing just to have it in general background. You know, Stardew noises in general make me calmer, so if that helps, I totally understand just to have it back in the background while you're doing something else. You know, whatever floats your boat, fits your fancy, you know, whatever word you want to go with. Oof, I found it good. Okay, I don't think there's going to be much else there, so let's just get to 40. Let's get to 40, see what we get. Oh, it's slingshot level, that's right. That's all we're getting. I mean, I understand the appeal of the slingshot now. It's gotten better, but I'm still kind of like, slingshot. At least you can trash it now, so there is that, but... Well, we can progress onward a little bit. I mean, I don't know, we're not really worried as much about progress, but... Never hurts to get a start on your 500 little dust sprites, because that burglar ring, when you can just meld that with something else now with the new Stardew. Oh, yes please. Oh, and we're getting iron now too, but it's gonna take forever to get. And so much energy, but we are almost to level 3 mining, so maybe that would be a reason to keep going a little bit. And we don't have a whole lot of food. That's the only problem. Because I didn't expect to make this kind of progress today, but, you know, mildly lucky day. We have a frozen tier, which that's mostly going to go museum, so let's put that for museum. Quartz doesn't look like it needs that for museum. Yeah, I think that's fine. Oh, thought I would hit them in time. And it doesn't make a huge difference. I'm not really worried about my health bar right now. Ooh, there are stairs over there. That's nice. I like it. Especially when I'm doing all this iron grabbing that really doesn't make sense. I mean, at this point, the reason why I want to do that is just you know, if we can get iron, we can then basically have gold soon. If we get in a different mean or something. And then we have part of the blacksmith bundle stuff, or the boiler room stuff with the blacksmith bundle. Because we're definitely have enough bat wings for the... I think we have a solar essence too, I feel, but I don't know. If we don't, we'll have it soon with the ghosts, but we can start going for that sort of monster bundle kind of thing. And then it's just like... Because, yeah, bat wings, I'm sure we have enough of that by now. Like, we're getting a fair amount of them now if we don't already. some more copper. Wow, we have 57 copper from this run today. That is absolutely bonkers, but okay, I don't think I have any stairs now. The luck did not continue as far as I would hope. The problem is by this level, it really makes sense to have an upgrade pickaxe, so that might be a good reason to upgrade my pickaxe, honestly. It's just the fact that I'm now at the winter levels, and I'm gonna need it. So, yeah, I do think upgrading pickaxe is the next thing for me. I'm probably going to wait on Coop until summer money, just for the fact of I just don't have a silo, and therefore don't really have hay. And that's kind of dangerous when it comes to keeping animals. So, yeah, let's get some more iron, though. I mean, depending on our money load that we have at the end here, we could end up with enough to just go straight to steel pickaxe, which would be awesome. Ooh, crystal fruit. Oh, and a winter. Oh my gosh, that's food. That's actually exactly what I need here to be able to finish off to 45. Oh, or I just find the stairs right away. I'll take that too, because I do need to go to bed soon. So now it doesn't look like there's anything here, and we run. Whew, that was a very productive mine. That was 15 levels today. I will take that any day. Oh, I love the fog with the lights and the waterfalls in this area now. I do like the new area. I like what they did. As much as I liked the Adventurers Guild in town, I do think this makes more sense and just looks nicer. Because once you have the minecarts, you don't really care about how far away this is. So it's really more of an early game hindrance to kind of really make you want to have to really want going to the mines. But oh, we got to level 3 for that. That's cool. I think we got to level 4 farming today too. So we actually have a really cool couple level ups we're gonna hit here. Oop, I do see an artifact spot. So like, oh, it's rice. Oh, that's terrible right now because I don't want to plant it now because it's gonna be like right at the end, maybe if I'm counting correctly. But we'll just keep some. We'll keep the rice shoots. It'll be good to plant next spring. We'll have some free rice shoots right away. I also just don't have the time right now to do it necessarily. So let's put away some sap. We do have a fair amount of sap already, despite not doing a um, ton of chopping down. I think that's kind of everything there. These two kind of are bundle stuff. So, and geodes. Geodes also, oh, geodes on the bulletin board. I bet you we have one of those that needs the frozen geode. I can't remember which one it is. The field research, right? Yep. Which also needs a chub, and I always forget about that, so I need to grab the chub too. Yeah, I always forget it needs a chub. So let's throw that over here. Because yeah, we have winter root, which goes in a bundle, crystal fruit goes in a bundle, frozen tear, which goes in the museum, frozen geode, well, just 2 frozen geodes in general, so we're gonna want to put those in there. An omni geode. And yeah, we have the slime and the bat wings, but do I have enough bat wings already for it? Because then I'll just throw these in there. Adventures. Yeah, it's just 10. Okay, cool. So I can just throw this in there. Yeah, and then I don't know if I have enough slime right away, but we'll throw the chub in there. Cool. And then I think we want to get some copper going, just to make sure we have enough. We probably have enough bars. Oh, we totally do. Okay, we got slime now. Problem is I kept throwing away slime because I didn't have room when I didn't have the backpack. So now it's going to be a little harder to get this, which is why I'm kind of like, if we happen to end up with enough for, oh, I'm going to need this tomorrow. That's right. Let's put the slingshot away. I don't think I'm going to use it right now. Let's put geodes in the away chest. I just so want a dinosaur, which is why I want to rush the coop, but we'll wait on it. The fact that I got the dinosaur egg already, it's just a sign, right? But I gotta work my way to it. And then I think for mine food, we'll just take the cookies, and we'll take some leeks probably too, just to, cause I'm gonna keep a cave carrot. I've been getting a lot of cave carrot quests, so actually I could take some largemouth bass as an extra thing. There's only 2 of them, which is rough, but now we have a bunch of leeks. Let's just go there. I think we actually have some gold star ones, so those will kind of be a way to get a little extra food. Okay, let's go to bed. We can throw the geodes in the chest tomorrow. Oh, sleeping on my bed. How cute. Yep, level 4 farming, which is preserve jars, which is why I was saying we're getting to that point where I'm going to start putting those salmon berries into preserve jars. And then level 3 mining. Nice. I'll take it. Come on, rain. Nope. Yeah, I think we turn the pickaxe now to be smarter. Because we have so many other things to do now, money-wise and everything like that. I think that's the smart play. I probably actually, while I have the copper ore, I should make one more furnace. Yeah. I think I need enough smelting where that's fine. I'll need one more. I don't know why I grabbed mine food then, if I'm not going to be using it, but oh well. I'm like, don't really know why I have it, but... yeah, if I'm going to be doing fishing, that doesn't really make a whole lot of sense, but oh well. We also have crops, which we probably could go get more potatoes for this, if we really wanted to. But yeah, I think with this, we have to go upgrade our pickaxe at this point. There's no doubt about it. Save the golden ones. Sell the rest. Maybe sell like one of them, just for the money at this point that I want. Okay, we get this, and now I'm gonna water everything. Yeah, we should get like 2 more green bean harvests, which will be nice. We don't have many green beans, but anything that we don't have to replant is nice. And yeah, I'll go ahead and count the spots after. Like, I tried to do it before where I count like while I'm watering, and then I just like by the end of it I forget, because it's just so spaced out with the having to fill up the watering can again and everything. So. There we go. But yeah, I think we're going to clean up our farm a bit. You know, make sure, you know, maybe look for some artifact spots around town and do some deliveries of stuff to the community bundles and the, you know, we want to make sure to get our melon seeds especially. So that's why I'm like, I really want to make sure we're getting stuff into the museum, because that's just free seeds. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Yeah, 16 potatoes should be fine. We should have more than enough from this to do that. Ooh, we almost have a full set of, like I said, we almost have a full set of iron, so if we wanted to do that. Let's see, what was I going over here for? I don't remember. Oh, just probably filling on the watering can. I'm like, this is where I forget stuff a lot. You will notice once in a while I will mention, just because they've been happening a little more since the update. There are occasional just lag spikes that happen. It's from optimization. If there's some issue or something, they'll probably fix in a bug fix soon. But I don't know if it's just like one of the other mods I updated too, but I noticed there's some points where it just freezes up a little bit. So if you see that, it's not that my computer crashed or anything. It's just the mod takes a little longer to load, whatever it is. So yeah, let's turn in my pick. Which means I can put my sword away. And maybe I'll bring my axe out then. Just to have it. Yeah, I like it. We're gonna come back here. We have to replant. So I think that's better to sell the stuff, make room, and then go a little nuts. Hello. Yeah. I have some crops to sell you. And then, that's 16 potatoes. Yeah, see, that puts me in a nice spot here where I can buy some stuff. Still have enough crops near the end of season, that kind of thing. So, let's go plant. My brain, of course, is thinking like in multiplayer, which is the idea of like, okay, well, what do we have to upgrade for everyone first? And then you have to get all that money. But I'm like, oh yeah, it really only costs 2,000 to upgrade a tool, and then it's just upgraded. You don't have to worry about someone else's also needing to do 2,000 or anything. I can just buy a Fiberglass Rod because it's my money. I miscounted, didn't I? Totally did. But you know what? That's just gonna despawn. And I don't care about running for one seed. In fact, actually, best way to do it. See if these will give us any. Oop, that's not what I want to do. There's some over here though, I noticed. That I haven't quite hit up. Let's see, what else can I find? Oh, nope, just fiber so far. But there's more of it. There's more where this came from, so I'm not all that worried. But yeah, I mean, I'm probably taking way more time trying to find a mixed seed than it would be just to like... Oh, I forgot you can get hay. Oh, well, in that case, I might just try to get a coop by end of season. If I can just get hay here. I forgot that so I have a mod, this is why this is weird and different for me, but I have a mod that's called Better Hay, which allows you to get hay if you're doing this without a silo or if your silo's full, which I like way more because the idea that you can't get hay unless you're scything with a silo just seems so silly to me. I'm like, you're gonna have hay either way, it's just whether it stores it nicely or not. That's the difference. And I also have to clear this out a little more. This is where I want the coop to go, because I want to be able to block it off nicely. This is probably where initial barn would go, kind of thing, before I'm optimizing late game. So... But as a result, there's a lot of stuff up here that I have not cleared out. Oh, there's mixed seed. I was like, the fact I had not gotten a mixed seed yet was actually kind of crazy. Oh, it actually has an entrance there too, so I need to put a gate there then. This is the stuff I have to learn, you know. But they have a fence built in, and I don't think this goes away. I would expect it's built into the farm, so I'm like, might as well just use that space, you know. But yeah, we have 40 hay now. I think I could go ahead and, if I wanted to, I could do the coop. But I'd rather do the pick upgrade at this point. Yeah, that seemed like a lot of work for just getting one seed, but it's probably gonna be cauliflower, isn't it? No, it is a potato. Haha! Perfect. That was meant to be, obviously. But yeah, way more work than I probably need to do for one seed. I could have just run to Pierre's and grabbed another one, but that's not efficient, I say. Okay, I have a lot of museum stuff, so let's grab all that. And then one and one of these, because the rest of these are... Yeah, I'm probably just going to do these two. I'll do the bigger geodes later, but we'll just get some quick, easy ones here. Some low-hanging fruit, perhaps, if you want to look at it that way. But, oh. You know, and just advance up a bit. Oh, they're saying hi to each other. That's cool. I presume Caroline and Claire kind of know each other a little bit. Just based on general kind of working at different stores, although they would be sworn enemies or something, but... Ugh, special orders board. Can't wait on that one either. Because I actually don't know if there's extra special orders, like if they put new ones in with a new update. So I'm actually really curious if there's ones for like the NPCs that are in Expanded that aren't generally in here, so... What do we got? Yep, that's probably a museum thing I don't have. Yep. And then what's this one? Especially Omni Geodes I want to be breaking because if I can get some Iridium ore, I can much more easily get through that bundle. So yeah, that's 5 items. That's pretty good. Oh, don't forget, upgrade pickaxe. Now, you will see another mod that's going to come up now in a couple days. I may have splurged, I shouldn't say splurged, because it doesn't cost anything, obviously, for mods unless you're supporting them directly, which, you know, donations are a thing. I will mention that. But, um, I did kind of put in the tool delivery service, so I'll get it in my mailbox when it's done, because I'm lazy. Let's see. Let's put the doll down here. And then put some of this stuff up here. Okay, so I think I got the melons. I think the melons are what's at like 10. Yeah, there we go. And that's what I wanted. I wanted to get that by summer. So, mission accomplished for sure. And I think it's just time to go fishing up north. And we don't have we don't have a pick now for 2 days, so fishing it is. And I think it's better to go to the lake for the money than it is just to sit at the river and do it in spring. Yeah, nothing against the river that much, but it's just you're gonna get mostly sunfish, you're gonna get bream at the end, you're gonna get like the chubs you're gonna get anyway up here, so it's like, it's better to try and go for your largemouth basses, your frogs apparently, you know, all that sort of thing that you would see up here. So just to take the extra half an hour to get up here is usually better. For certain. But probably after this day I'm gonna go ahead, take a little break, get some more tea, you know, get that relaxing beverage. And we'll just go from there, you know? Do that sort of thing. Nice, and we get some gold stars, that'd be really nice for, specifically for our catching, because that's extra experience if it's a higher star on the fish. And you obviously want the better fishes for that, but it's still good on just a basic fish if you're getting gold stars perfects. Oof, gold star largemouth bass, I will take that. That is some energy. Oh, I never went and found Elliot today, did I? He might be at the saloon now that I think of it. Maybe I should go down there and try to find him later in a few hours. I actually don't know what he does on weekends, so if I can catch him there, it'll be awesome, but if not, I'm also just catching a lot of fish. You know what? It's not worth the 75. I'm not rushing on Elliot. You know, we're just going to go ahead and keep our cave carrot and just go for fish. Because, like, this is, I mean, gold star largemouth basses at this point. I mean, at worst case, I'm selling my silvers. That's what that means. Actually, silvers just become mine food, actually. I put back the leeks. Gold stars, yes. Start leveling up our fish. I mean, the further we go, the better. I mean, the only issue that I'm running into, and I do need to I'll probably spend the day after, the day after today doing a bit more for kind of tree chopping down and foraging, is that if we are going to unlock the minecarts, we need to get a battery pack eventually. The way generally to get a battery pack is one, either Pam sends you a battery, which is possible at this point. We're getting her to some hearts, so it's a possibility. But more likely, it's usually you have lightning rods by the time you have lightning storms in the thunder, or lightning storms in the summer. Ba ba bee ba boo ba ba. Basically, as a result, though, oh, I missed that one for some reason. As a result, though, I need to get hired foraging to get those, and those are also protected crops, so it's important. But it's one of those things where I'm usually not good at leveling up my foraging unless I go for the secret woods, and level up my axe enough to get in there. But I am nowhere near that at this point, so. Because getting the hardwood would do it, but. No. If I start I probably need to start chopping down some trees anyway, though, in the area and cleaning that up, so it might just be a good day to do some of that sort of thing. You know, use the energy. Yeah, no, we're getting a fair amount of fish. I mean, the only issue I see running into is just having to run earlier stages of the mines to get more bug meat, because I mean, we are doing a lot more fishing than I usually do to try to really escalate that money to get going. And if that means that we start running out of bait, that's a problem. But if we get high enough fishing, we can get the like bug machines that give us stuff. Ooh, more coal is always good when we're talking about making preserve jars, because that uses 8 coal each, which I might make 2 of them when I get back at this point. So that is an option. But yeah, I know Leah goes to the saloon a lot, but I don't remember if Elliot does very often. So if I can catch him there here in a little bit, I might just go do that, because I can catch fish at the river. I'd rather make sure that if he is there, I can get to him. Oh, hi, Robin. Let me say hi to you. Their house is a beautiful area, honestly. It's a cool mountaintop area. Ba, ba, ba. I did actually see it. So the experience bars are interesting because it doesn't seem to be updated very often on anything or improvements. It's kind of stable as it is, which is great. I mean, it works great. There is someone who's kind of taken inspiration and made it a slightly different version. No, I don't see Elliot in here. I see Marnie there. Alex and Haley over here. He's focused on whatever arcade game he's doing. You know what? Screw it. Let's do Prairie King. I don't need to take a break yet. What? I was not close enough. Oh gosh, that's already telling me enough I need to know about this game. That's already doomed. What? Oh my god. This is why I haven't gotten the achievement. There are 3 achievements I have not gotten in Stardew at this point. Um, um, it, one is the legend, so doing 10 million. It's one of the secret ones. I'm sorry if I spoiled that for anyone. But at this point, it's not so secret. People generally know about it. But basically, I haven't done that. And then the other 2 are beating this and then beating this without dying. And I'm like, oh my gosh. I'm getting a lot of items though, which is helping. Does the luck skill actually affect Prairie King? 'Cause if it does, I would totally come back here on a lucky day to be able to do this. Oh my gosh, this round is so long. Oh my gosh, I should use my item. I was on the spacebar. I'm like, maybe I should use this, and I was just like, now it's fine, and I'm just like, I should have. Because then I would become a zombie. Wait, oh, it went away like right at that moment. Oh, well, I lost. It never hurts to try it every once in a while. Just like, yeah, let's do it, you know. Oh crap, it's Shane's birthday today, isn't it? Is it today? Yeah, it's today. I need to buy him beer. Go, Prig, and go. Hey, how you? Dangerous Bikes, welcome to the chat. I'm doing all right. It's one of the more mellow Mondays rather than manic. We're kind of using those as a rating from mellow to manic. It's honestly not been too bad. This run's been actually pretty okay. Nothing too crazy, but you know, we've been doing our thing. Oh, I love the flower. That's great. But how are you doing this fine evening? We might as well talk to Pam to kind of... Oh, she's not responding. Oh, good to hear. Glad to hear. Yeah. No, we're just doing a nice kind of tea and relaxing stream here, generally. Not getting too worked up on anything. Ooh, got bread. I will take that. Yeah, we're gonna switch this around because I think that will be better. I've just completed. Now, question, because I don't want to spoil anything, but when you say completed Stardew, what have you completed? Because there are different levels of completing Stardew. I have not actually done what is considered 1.5 completion, which is with the new stuff. 100% everything. Oh my gosh. So like you've obviously done that. I'm just gonna say it this way: the island and gotten the particular golden currency. 15 and a half years. Holy crap. Like I have one right now that I think is on finishing year 3 or into year 4 or something, which is the one that I'm doing the whole get legend achievement 10 million kind of thing, get out of the way. But oof. Ooh, I mean, there's obviously the idea that eventually my brain's like, I will probably play to one that actually gets all the obelisks, that actually gets the golden clock, because why not? You know, that, you know, can just buy bombs and not worry about it for Skull Cavern or, that sort of thing. But glad to hear though. Congrats on your 100% for sure. Like, I was just talking about achievements recently. I'm like, that I can't even do 100% on, let alone probably. I think I get too distracted in a game where I'm like, I want to start over and do this, but time to just chill. Yes, take the chill. This is, a good time to take a breather. We're very, very laid back to the point of being forgetful around here, so you are totally fine there. I'll throw that in here now. Yeah, it's still pretty good in terms of combo of food if we ever need it. Let's throw seeds in here, so when we need melon next time. Oh, and that's just fish. So definitely keep the green algae at this. Yeah, because if we want like 4 fish ponds, we want to save up to 20, so we got time. We already got the carp, largemouth bass. We're gonna keep both of those, I think, just for energy's sake in case I need it in the future. We'll take a gold star, and we got one of those already. So cool, we can sell all this. Just some nice passive income. I shouldn't say passive. Fishing is active, but still. We do actually have some energy, so I'm going to come over here and start doing some of those chopping down trees I was talking about, cleaning up this area. Because if we are going to put the coop in here pretty rapidly, we're going to want to make sure this area is all ready for it. Actually, the only thing I didn't check is, yeah, I only have regular sprinklers right now. It's not like I have... Oh, these are all grasses in the grass. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, so just use up the energy, get some of these away. Let's see. Yeah, this is definitely going to be a while before any 100%ing on this one, just due to the fact that Stardew Valley Expanded for this mod has definitely, I mean, expanded it. I'll put it that way. It's definitely something to work through for a while. Lots of quest lines and things. I can do one more. We'll do this one just to make sure I have path there. Some wood, some stuff. Yeah, this is going to be a very long-running save file, which is good because it's probably going to be just one that's on stream then for a while. A nice stable pick as I hover other things around like Temtem, which is slowly releasing, so there's going to be breaks in that. I actually recently I've seen was watching Bengineering specifically on this, but I've seen a couple other posts about Pokemon Jade that I'm definitely digging. Just an idea of jumping into a fan-made Pokemon game after jumping into fan-made modded Stardew. So that's definitely a thing. But I believe I did say I should take a break and go get some more tea right now and just kind of get up and stretch. So I recommend you all do the same. Take care of yourself. If you have vitamins, pills, sort of things, take your meds kind of thing. Go that route. Rest your hydrate is important. Oh, if you're heading to bed, yes, go to bed. You've earned it with 100% for certain. So Very good job on that. Definitely come back and hang. We do actually do. We have this is a weekly Stardew on Monday, and then we have an every other Sunday kind of going on in general. It's the more of the co-op one. Oh, it's 3 in the morning for you. Jeez, yeah. But yeah, definitely come back. I mean, probably a lot of ours are late enough where it's not great to watch live for the night ones, but definitely the weekend ones I recommend. That should be early enough for you across the pond. So good night, and thanks for stopping in. But I'm also going to take a short break here, get some tea, and I will see y'all in just a little bit. Hello, I'm back. Okay, so let's play a bit more some Stardew. But yeah, I will say for those that are may also be having hot beverages or things. So I actually swapped my tea this time to try and make me less sleepy by the end. So I had the hibiscus first, which is nice, berry kind of flavor, and now I have the honey vanilla chamomile because I think if I have that later, that will be better going to bed rather than I'm streaming and now tired. you know, I'm optimized. You don't only have to optimize Stardew, you have to optimize your stream, and that's so. I think I've gotten the tea in the correct order now. So we'll see. Definitely not doing any like caffeinated things this late. That'd be bad. So okay, what do we got? Quest board: refined quartz to Sebastian. That is definitely possible. We definitely have some quartz and some ore, and some coal. 21. We're probably not going to have anyone to dance with because we've really kind of been doing. Maybe Shane, honestly. If we rush him, we might be able to at least dance with him, even if we're not going to marry him. We have 2 gifts we can still give him, which should get him to 4. Do we do that, though? Do we spend 800 just to have someone to dance with at the flower dance? I don't think so. I think that's a little nuts at this point, but the fact that we haven't, because we've gotten birthdays basically, and when you ever get birthdays, you get love gifts. You get a bunch of hearts here, so that's the nice part. Speaking of though, next would be Andy's. I don't know what Andy loves. I should check that just in case I do have something easy. Never hurts. Generally, he likes alcohol, he likes a pearl, and he likes farmer's lunch. Okay, well that's not helpful because I don't really want to buy yet more beer for somebody. Especially because I don't know what he would give. Like, is there a reason to particularly like him? I guess is the question. Well, there's obviously the heart events and things. That's a thing. Um, don't think it says him like giving us anything. Let's see. He's friends with Morris. Yeah, I don't think he gives any like particular like brain. I don't think he gives any particular recipes, so I don't think it's really that important on there. Beautiful sunny day. Queen of sauce would be radish salad at this point on year 1. And displeased spirits. Good. We put in our pickaxe, so we weren't going to go to the mine anyway. Oh, and Shane gave us a strange bun recipe. Nice, nice, nice. Um, and we are out of. Well, we need. Wait, we have refined quartz. Although we do want to probably make more, because if we're going to be gifting some, we had the 5 set aside for. Yeah, we already had the 5 set aside for the bundle, just in case we happened to cross what we needed early. So that's actually not the smartest thing to give. And then just have 4 sitting in case we do need it. Cool. So we got our crab pot. I might actually get rid of crab pots soon. Sorry. Seemed like there was a cat around that was messing with something. I was just hearing noises, but I don't know. I'll have to listen in a little more. Because I presume that one of the cats is not here. Just if Alex is headed to bed soon, Liliana would be probably following him around a little bit. Sorry, my tea is done steeping, so I need to put that away. And the spoon is a little hot because I left it in there, which was stupid. But you learn. What can you do? Yeah. That is a little warm. But the tea is ready, which is the important part. Oof. That is good. It's just, I need to have tea more often. I know I'm like, now I'm having a lot more at the stream, because I'm like, haha, tea, get it. But, like, I really do need to do tea more often for relaxing. It is very good for just doing that. It's good for relieving my tension. those that would get that reference. And if you do get that reference, I'm sorry. Well, we might as well store a golden green bean, because if we happen to get enough of them, like if we happen to go to year 2 and need them, we can definitely finish it off then, but everything else for crops we should just be able to sell, so we're not going to go buy more stuff, I think, today. What would we do for 2,000? Well, we could get the coop. Could get the coop if we go specifically get 2,000. No, I don't want to get this late in the spring at this point, I think. Unless I'm like really sure I'm going to have enough crop money, so I probably should hold on to this instead for now. Now I just need watering can. I really need to kind of make sure I bolster my money before I go for the coop. But, I mean, honestly, at this point, there's a very good chance that I'm like, you know what? I don't have a ton of money. I'm just going to go ahead and instead save up for the big coop and then just like start the dinosaur eggs, because then you can incubate them and then they just deal with themselves. But that seems like a waste to kind of just get that and just have it literally just incubating an egg. Like, this ain't no Jurassic Park. There's no funding to bring back a dinosaur. Oop. There we go. Put one away. Oop. We'll just keep one to go gift then. To Sebastian. Which, that's 150 right there, which is really nice. And Sebastian's pretty good to go through events with. You have some nice D&D you can do later, and that's fun. Yeah, he's geeky enough. He's fun. Yeah, I'd really just like to find more artifact spots that give clay or something. Unless I just like try and get some clay over here every day and just like keep hitting the spots that don't have it. But I just don't seem to be getting clay whenever I'm doing this. So I don't know if it's just it's different on this farm where you just don't get as much, or I'm doing something wrong with it, which feels weird because I don't feel like there's a way to do something wrong with clay, like trying to get clay. But I probably actually should do it in the mine when I get back into the mine, because I think that's a good way to get it too. But let's see what else. I watered. I did that. Yeah, I'm probably just gonna go fishing. So. Put away the watering can, and let's head to the beach, actually. Let's go see if there's forageables to pick up that we can sell. And then we can always go up to... At that point, we could always go up and try to... Ooh, cutscene. With Leah? Yeah, with Leah. I don't know if this is like a general one, or it's actually like a Leah progression. Frankie, hello! It's a lovely day today. I dropped by to check on my green beans and they're ready to harvest. Gus and Pierre were here a little while ago taking care of their crops too. Pelican Town's community garden is pretty nifty, wouldn't you agree, Frankie? I mean... that sounds like a jerk thing to say. It's like, yeah, it's cute. Mine better. And I'm like, no. This is a good idea for a town, like to have a little community garden. Yeah, it's spectacular. Like, it's good for them to grow their own stuff in general, you know. Yeah, I'm doing it at a mass scale for profit, but, you know, if they want some green beans and they like them, very thankful. I don't have much property to grow my own food. Yeah, I guess hers is kind of a small little area. I mean, she could probably spread out a little bit, but thanks to this little plot of land we all share, I can. I mean, I presume the idea is basically, you know, if you get more than you need. But ooh, that's all of them. Now I just need to decide what to cook with these tonight. Here's a fresh green bean straight from the vine. Oh, you're just letting me eat it, basically. Okay, fair enough. I mean, I do grow my own, but finally home with food. I mean, good you got home. And I'm guessing the snow's probably clear. I know the snow up near us has been pretty clear by this point, so I presume yours wasn't too bad down there. It's going all right, you know. We're just kind of working our way through. I mean, at this point, we're probably getting to the flower dance tonight. Yeah, probably. So that's probably our goal point to kind of end. At this point, snow melted. Yeah, okay. Just checking. Like ours was pretty clear at that point too, just because it's been warm enough. It's gonna be warm enough this week in general. I hope it gets rid of a lot of the like frozen ice stuff too. But So that's gotta go to Sebastian. Yeah, that was to Sebastian. I was going to beach, that's right, because I want to check beach specifically to see if I can get more of these artifact spots around. I really should just do like a cycle to look for them, but okay, cool. Because I actually want clay from them for once, which is weird. Okay. And thank you for rating my friend a few days ago. She's super happy. Oh, of course. I mean, it was Stardew. It's kind of, you know, our thing. But ornamental fan. Wow, we're getting a lot of museum stuff today from the artifact spots, which is funny because I actually want clay, but the time you want clay from something, you don't get it, which is annoying. So we're just gonna have to do a little roaming. I mean, we're gonna go to the museum for sure. Oh, hi, Elliot. Sorry I didn't get your cave carrot, but I also apologize for the chaos you walked in. I walked into chaos. If it was chaotic, I don't remember at this point, I'll be honest. My memory does not hold a lot nowadays with everything going on with work. So if there was chaos, I apologize because I do not remember the chaos. But I mean, I was enjoying the dog love because you've seen it. We do that with our cats. So I mean, if that was part of it, I'm like that really wasn't chaos. That was just like normal streaming. I feel. But still definitely considering that kind of baby book, but for the dog. But now it would be for obviously for our cats because we have a lot of cute pictures of them, so that'd be a good way to go that way. I mean, that just sounds like a co-op stream. I don't know. Like just dumb jokes and stuff like that. Yeah, that just sounds like a co-op stream. I don't know. I don't know where the what the issue comes with that. I don't know, but I guess we have to go up through here and just kind of see. I honestly don't know where all the artifact spots are around expanded, I guess. So add the calendar version, our mutual friend. Yeah, calendar version would be. The only issue I have with the calendar version is like I feel like unless it is like interchangeable, you know, some way to do that, it feels like it's going to have an issue of being just like the utility will be gone, whereas like the book would be easier, more transportable, and we could show it off and stuff. But okay, I know there's usually some up here, so let's try up there, I guess. Just see if I see any around. I don't see any around here currently, so I'm just gonna keep looking up here. I'm like, I really need artifact spots to give me clay, because I just am not getting clay. Does Robin sell it? Let me actually check that one up here, because if Robin sells clay, I don't know why I'm running around. Every 7-ish years we can use it. Yeah, that's fair. I mean, you do have the option of obviously reusing it when it gets around, but... No, she does not sell clay, and that's the issue, is that I actually need to find clay, which is not usually something you need to do. But for some reason, my clay spawnage has been really bad. And I don't exactly know why. Now let's just go around here, see if there's any... There might be some up by the new cave area, because that is some dirty, it's kind of dirt area. I don't know where else it would be if it's not along these paths. Well, if I'm just like creating tilled land every so often. Any up here though? I don't know if this area has artifact spots though, because this is too new, I think. It might not have some. I can go in here though. Oh, I hadn't gone in here since I proved myself. Cool. You've ventured into the mines with utmost courage, Frankie. We could use someone with your skills. Do you want to join the Adventurers Guild? Apparently that made me jump extremely high. Almost unnaturally high. Frankie, do you swear under oath to protect humanity from monsters? Do everything in your power to uphold the traditions, values, and ideology of the Adventurers Guild. Well, if it means I don't have to lose my eye, I'm good. On behalf of Stardew Valley and the Order of the Knights of Pythagoras, whew, brain, I officially accept he's a 23rd Adventurers Guild member. As a member of the Adventurers Guild, you'll be allowed to purchase rare weapons we commission and discover. There are also bounties and quests you can access from the notice board behind me. Nice, nice, nice. I can check my progress while I'm here, basically. Let's see. Oh, actually, I'm almost there on cave insects, so I almost have the thing I will never use, the like insect head thing. Dougie's is not too bad. I have not, obviously I've just gotten to the cold areas, so dust sprites are pretty bad right now, but yeah, there's not really spots up here. I mean, maybe I can go. The issue is the other area usually you have it is in the north area, but that rock slide's not clear till summer, and so that's not a place you can go. But I feel like I should have more, but it's almost like the farm doesn't give you clay when you're tilling it, and maybe that's why I'm just not getting much. It's a lot more, it's a lot less spawnage of it, it seems, than usual. Because I can't think of a time where I have not had enough clay for the silo by the time I wanted to get the silo. That just seems absurd. Yeah, it kind of spawns, but not a lot. Yeah, I feel like I've been doing enough tilling and enough crop stuff that you'd think it would have been enough, but I guess not. So I'm kind of in this weird spot where I just have to look around and hope I find an artifact spot somewhere. Um, I just need to clear off more of the dirt areas around here, and that will help. I have some energy. I've been running around all day, not really doing much, so I might as well clear out some stuff. So there's this area now, which might have some eventually. Obviously, I need to get my pickaxe back to do all this other stuff, but I can do this one. Yeah, I can't get over there until I have upgraded stuff, which is the point from what I can tell, so it makes sense. I think I already started this, so I might as well finish it off. Ooh, a mix seed. That'll be nice for summer. I really should start saving those at this point. Which mod is this one? Well, one second. So I have a command for this because it's a bit long of a list. So let all three messages come in before you you check any of them. It's all of that. Now Stardew Valley Expanded is the big portion, and actually there's like 10 of them on here that you need for Stardew Valley Expanded. Oh, yeah, Jax, when I go modded, I'm not joking. I go full on. I'm modding things. I mean, my big rule I try to do is something that's not going to affect it's not going to make the game way too easy. Like some of the ones I've looked at are like tractor mod is one of them for me. Is that like it's a very popular one. I understand the appeal of the tractor mod, but at the same time, I feel that's cheating in my head to till that much without any energy expenditures and things that it's like um or what's other ones I've seen? Oh, like skip fishing game mini game. I'm like, well, what's the point of it then? Like then you're not doing it. So yeah, no, these are yeah. A few of these I'd had before, like the experience bars for sure, and better artisan, good icons. I like that one. Better ranching, I had a version of when it used to be a thing. What are other ones I've had before? Before this, I'm just like, yeah, these are the tool upgrade delivery service is a big one. Um, but there's other ones that I've added in, obviously with the evolutions too. Um, Raspy Kitten. I just want to say I gotta head to bed. Oh yes, good night. Um, you know, glad to have you sticking around for a bit and get some good rest. Take care of yourself. Do you have the mod where it shows you just how much each stuff is worth? No, I don't think I do have anything like that. Which that one would that's one of the ones again. It's an improvement to the game, but it's not something that is going to make the game too easy. So that's why I'm okay with stuff like that. But yeah, if you want to pop a link in my Discord, it might let you put the link in here for it. But if you have like the Nexus mod link, I wouldn't mind that. Or if you have the name, I can write it down quick. But I generally forget things. I'm more than willing to add mods to especially ones that aren't affecting story too much. I'm more than willing to add mods to the game while I'm playing through this. You know, obviously I might add them all at once, so it's like it might take a bit as I pull them up together. But for Wednesday stream, I'll be able to stay later. Yep, awesome. I mean that's totally fine. I mean obviously I'll talk to you tomorrow because we have our own plans. But and yeah. We'll kind of go from there. I got the money showing mod because of speed run money run, and I just like it. Yeah. I think that'd be really cool, just because like there are times where I'm in the mine, for instance, and I'm like, I'm probably gonna sell one of these two things. Which one sells more? Or like, if I, especially when I only have so much room at the beginning, you know, actually seeing it instead of just as a blob at the end of the day in one big chunk is probably good for me to see that at some point. So, but yeah, I'll have to check it out if I remember. Otherwise, yeah, if you have a Nexus mod link or something for it, that would be awesome. Are there any? No, there really aren't any spots. I mean, maybe they're over on the other side of this bridge is possible. I don't see any artifact spots, which just means I can't really get free clay. I mean, I could just hoe the ground in general, but it doesn't seem to be giving me anything when I do that. So that seems just like more of a wasted energy opportunity rather than actually getting me anything. Because you can see where I've like done hoeing a ton to try and get more clay, but currently I only have 6. So that's kind of one where it's just a little rough on getting it. And I need 10. As far as I remember, I need 10. Maybe I should check that. I thought it was 5 copper bars and then 10 of the clay. Yeah, 10 clay. Okay. So yeah, I just don't have it. I'll see if I can get it. Yeah, no rush on the link for sure. It was more just if you have it, like, or especially if you've downloaded it, it might be in your tracked mods of Nexus mods. I was just like, yeah, if you have it available, wouldn't suck to just have it in a spot to remember. Yeah, because the other issue is obviously, yeah, remembering the names of the mods is always tough, which is why I have that whole command written out, because I was like, instead of trying, if someone's like, oh, I see, you got the tool thing. What was it? I'm like remembering what was it? Now I can't remember. Tool upgrade delivery service exactly. It's just like, that's a great question. Do I remember? That's a very good question. Okay, now I know we're low on energy, but we do need to go up to. Honestly, I might as well just go turn these in then. But I do have to go up and. Oh, I should actually go in this way now I think of it. I have to go up and see Sebastian to give him the refined quartz, and he usually smokes around this time, so that's why I was like, yeah, I can go back and do it and do some stuff at the farm first. But I do also need to unblock that cave because I'm getting pretty close to the point where Demetrius is going to set up the mushroom. I'm going to do mushrooms probably, unless there's any particular cry for something else. But um, he's probably going to set it up soon. I need to be able to actually access it, so once I get my pickaxe tomorrow, that should definitely be a push for me. But I see Mario, and then, yep, Sebastian's right over here smoking, which is why I was like, let me do that. Get a little extra money. Yeah, and then there's Jody's request for cauliflower that I keep forgetting, so I should grab that tonight just to have it around so I can always just give it to her when I get the shot. It's called Show Sell Item Price. Okay, yeah, I can check that out. I mean, 'cause that's one of those things that, it's easy enough to just sub in or, add in a mod to this run because it's not like it changes the game at all. It just figures out what it loads up every time it loads up. So, I mean, the big thing is just making sure it has compatibility with my other ones, so I have to test it, which is why I'm not particularly like, oh, I passed the community center, whoops. That's the only reason why I'm not like gung-ho about like, I can for sure add it this week, because it just depends. Will I find the time to also test? Because I have to have a nice chunk of time to test to make sure it doesn't break anything else. Especially when I've expanded in so many different pieces in that, it could break it, and I just, even if it's very simple, and instead of just doing it right before stream and realizing it's now broken for good. I'm like, oh, I was like stuck there for a second. I'm probably because I had the cookies up for some reason. But okay, and then we want to go to Adventures bundle. I mean, I almost have enough to also do the blacksmith bundle, but yeah, usually for sure I check the SMAPI compatibility one to make sure it's not like, oh, hey, don't use this or something with it. But in general, yeah, it shouldn't conflict with anything. It's just one of those things of like, yeah, I should probably test things because knowing Belmont's luck, it will break. Yeah, and I just need a crocus and holly. That's not too bad. And y'all have seen his dice rolls on Tuesday nights. I don't chance things around here. The only thing we do chance with is the depending on what you call them, radio or playlist shuffle gods. Those can we let those kind of run wild a little bit on our drives to work. I have some time. I don't have a ton of energy, but I do have some time. I might as well go see if I see any artifact spots along the way down here. I don't think I will, but it's worth the check. Oh, hey, cutscene with... I'll take it. Cutscene with Shane, then. Oh, yeah, because we did beers for Pam and Shane's birthday. So they're both at 3 hearts at this point, so we're getting stuff from them really nicely. Up late, huh? I do like the baseball cap look for him. That is actually kind of cool. Here, have a gold one. Oh yeah, this is where I become drunk. That's great. Yeah, Shane, I've already kind of gone for, so I'm like, that's also I want to go for like a particularly Stardew Valley expanded one because I'm like, I've done so many of the regular ones. I'm like, that's too easy. I could just do it off the top of my head. Whereas if I have to learn someone else's likes and loves, I feel like that's just better. Ugh, life. Oh, life. Seriously, yeah. I will have a shot of chocolate to that. As the critically acclaimed 90s artist Vitamin C used to say, life, it ain't easy. It's so tough. Life. And for those of you who say that you don't know vitamin C, you definitely do. Coral Island. Now, question. Board or video game? Because that does make a difference. If Stardew Valley and Temtem had a baby, oh god, it's another one. There are so many now that are doing the same kind of style, and I'm like, oh. But I'll check it out, yeah. I gotta start writing notes down. You give me so many things to look at, I'm like, I don't remember things ever. Where are the post-it note things? I don't know, our post notes went missing. Probably the kitties took them somewhere. Knowing them. So we got show. Oh, yeah, go for it. Feel free to chat. That's kind of the point of the chat. Oh yeah, if you want to send me links, I'm also just writing things down, so I'm like, don't forget why I have links and why I'm like, wait, why was this? Because to give a general sense of what's coming up for me, my March is because of the way my job has shifted with the being a little more shorthanded now. My March is my busiest month. So like I'm about to go into where honestly my brain will just be fried a lot, and so I will just take notes like if I really should have. The only problem is I can't take pictures of like post-it notes at work because obviously there might be stuff on it that shouldn't be posted from my job. That's like more secure stuff. But I really wish I could just take a picture of like here are all my post-it notes I do because usually like half my desk when I was in the office would be covered by post-it notes as like me trying to keep track of like okay I need to come back to this and this is a technical issue that we need to do and this is and it's all just separated out and it's just like. There we go. Taking the notes. Okay. Oh yeah, I'm sure everything's going wild for you as things get picked over and everything. Oh yeah, new meds. That would do it too. So yeah, that's why I'm like post-it notes are amazing. Like actually funny enough, when we moved almost a year ago at this point, we were in the supply store and we just bought like a 10 pack of post-it notes knowing full well we'd probably use them, and we are halfway through them. So I mean we went now obviously we haven't finished the post-it notes we have, but like we have 5 more new ones sitting in there, and best investment because when I started to do more remote and then also when we started streaming all this like we're never going to show our desk off unless we're streaming Magic and we've cleared it off kind of thing for that. because there are post notes everywhere for like random notes we had to make during stream, and then like, okay, here's plans I have for Temtem, and then okay, here's also, board games on Tabletop Simulator that we like to play with friends that we've tested out. Then also notes for, okay, here I did the mods, how do they work, and like all that. So there's a lot of mess of post-it notes on this desk, just based on random notes thing, because Belmont and I both kind of do the random note kind of thing. The worst memories now. If it keeps like this, I probably should get it looked at the more I think about it. That's fair. I mean, there are. I'm sure we've talked about this before, but I am a big fan of Next to Normal. Um, and I do find that sometimes those songs get a little real, where it's, the phrase I have to go to, of course, is, wonder which is worse, the treatment or the cure. And so it's kind of one of those, it's like, yeah, this might be one where, like, the symptoms are worse than the the benefit. And yeah, oh yeah, that musical, that is actually, I attribute that to because I was kind of a late bloomer into musicals. I understand, like, I knew like drama in general, that kind of thing, but like into like just the world of really getting into musicals, I do attribute Next Normal probably as the first musical I actually really bawled at. That like I left the theater in complete tears. Like it hit me hard. It was rough. Um, a lot of people think it's probably Rent, which was a few years later, because that also did happen, like as a young Gaby at that point. But no, Next to Normal was like sophomore year of high school. We had gone. It's one of those ones where as a drama club, you bus somewhere, and you do something drama related, and then you do go to a show usually or something around there. And so we went to Chicago. Funny enough, the closest big city, really. Minneapolis is a bit further. And we had done something during the day in terms of like, can't remember if it was actually choir, if it was drama. I'm pretty sure it was drama, but basically we went to yeah, it was drama because it was like, I think it was just a day trip to do this, like to the matinee. And I went in with completely no knowledge about this musical. It's like, oh, drama club trip, this will be fun. It's with my friends, and I just had no idea what I was walking into. Let's see. As much as I love Rent, Next Time on Shrek the Musical. Oh no, Shrek the Musical is an amazing score. Like people discount it because it's Shrek, but like that is underrated in my opinion. It's one of those that people really need to reassess without their kind of, I'm too good for Shrek kind of thing. So, is Who I'd Be the one where it's Donkey, Shrek, and Fiona all singing together, and it's like that amazing cadence of them all combining? I love how it's like, yes, it's that right away. And I'm like, yep, I've definitely heard it a bit. I haven't heard the full song. I really need to check out the score. I just know I've heard enough of the score to know it's amazing. Like, if you have those moments. I love how I have this cutscene with Shane. I'm just ignoring the hell out of him because we're talking about musicals. But to be fair, what's new with me? I mean, at this point. But yeah, it's one of those that, it's just... Yeah, Shrek needs to be put for sure. But yeah, Rent is definitely the more main one that's hit more mainstream. But Next to Normal has some serious, like, very poignant points. So it's one of those things that, yeah, that's always going to be near and dear to my heart. Always. It is also one that I have the biggest, just, I guess, FOMO, fear. I shouldn't say fear of missing out because I actually missed out on it without realizing it. So, of course, sophomore in high school. I don't know, again, getting into actual, like, what Broadway musicals are like and what the kind of thing, because I just hadn't done much with it at the time I was getting into it. And so we go, and it's the Chicago cast. I'm like, okay, cool. There are a couple originals, and that's awesome. I was like, that's fine. But we were at a matinee performance. And of course, because it's the school trip one and probably like the reduced ticket price one, they had understudy for Alice. Alice, right? Now I'm blanking on the name. Now I'm like, because I'm talking about it on the internet, I immediately feel like I have to check it out. Next to I'm pretty sure, right? Why is my brain going nuts? Because I'm calling the actress, aren't I, instead of the actual... Yeah, for Diana, sorry. The role is Diana. But Alice Ripley was, of course, the Tony-winning, award-winning actress to do it. and she was in the cast, but she had an understudy the day we went. And I didn't realize until, like, I went back and started listening to music kind of thing and everything, that we had missed out on seeing her, a Tony Award-winning actress. And I'm like, come on. But I understand it because that's the idea. But yeah, it was definitely something where we had seen it in Chicago specifically when they were there, and it was very good. And yeah, highly recommend it. I don't know if people are gonna put it on much. I will be honest, because it is one just how the set has been done in the past is very difficult to pull off. You have to really have some good structure building ability. So you're really only gonna see it probably at higher levels, or if it tours again, kind of thing, if it revives. But if you do have a chance to see it, I do highly recommend going to see Next Normal. It is one of those ones that is, even if you're not a musical lover, it is important to see and to consume as media. Again, it's one of those ones that I will just say yes. You just have to. That's just how it is. It's also, I'm gonna go up on the same soapbox of how I do with like Spamalot, which is funny because it's totally not the same reasoning for saying that people should go see it, but you know. Do you ever feel like no matter what you're gonna do, you're gonna fail? Oh, you have no idea. You're stuck in some miserable abyss, and you're so deep that you can't even see the light of day. Ah, yes, Shane, always there to be a lot more goth than Sebastian ever will be. Just feel like no matter how hard I try, I'm not strong enough to climb. You are strong enough, Shane. We are all strong enough. If you don't think you are, let me chat at you for a while, play a board game with you. Yeah, Shane is the actual, like, was definitely goth, and then, like, hit reality, but... Ah, fast drinker, a man after my own heart. Not this time, Shane, but in alternate universes, yes. Just don't make a habit, you got a future ahead of you. I mean, if I get drunk at night and I can wake up still in the morning for, stuff. As long as I can wake up in the morning and do crops, I'm gonna make money as a farmer, so I'm good. Okay, that's right, I was looking for... Oh, that's right, I'm gonna be tipsy for a little bit, which is fine. I have enough time to look around, but I was just gonna look around to see if I could find any artifact spots quick. So I got a little time. I can kind of do a check down here. I also just might find spring onions down here, which is why it's worth it to do a quick check. Make sure there's not something I'm missing. Now, there's also less spots to have spring onions on this map, I've noticed, so you just get less of them. But that reminds me, gonna bust up my wine. Oh, go for it. I won't say that we encourage drinking necessarily on the streams, but we encourage relaxing beverages, as I put in the go live notification. So, and wine is definitely one of those items that would match for most people on that. So, and I've considered drinking while doing a stream. I just feel like I already ditzy enough as it is without alcohol on these streams that I don't know if I really should add alcohol to that equation. But yes, my Sylvian. It's my one glass sip wine because it doesn't mix well with my new. Oh yeah, don't go too crazy if your meds aren't gonna agree for sure with it. That's rough. But yeah, a nice little, it's that whole healthy one glass of red wine at dinner, sort of thing. My copper pickaxe is ready, awesome. Still sunny tomorrow, not crazy happy about that. Neutral day. Yeah, that should really be it. So one of the mods is that, oh, that's 500 gold, it's not exactly what I'm looking for, but one of the mods is, hey, there's my copper pickaxe. Just delivered right to me, which means I have it right away. I've only gotten kind of drunk on one stream. It was me playing Hasno with Boxy, and me trying to ask the ghost to prom, and belting, you're the one that I want to a ghost. Fair. I mean, that would be the song to ask them to prom with, that is fair. I feel like on the flip side, though, dipping into the Carrie soundtrack might be a good way to scare someone, but ask them to prom still. The ghost then killed me. Yeah, that fits at that point. Okay, we do still have enough time to do some parsnips, so if I wanted to just go a little nuts with parsnips here, I totally could. Watering can and sword, oh, and then put the axe away. Yeah, I could definitely do a couple more parsnips. Honestly, I might as well just like get a couple more if we're down there, because we have it tilled, it's not like it's a problem. So, I might as well just add a couple more, just to really max out that profit that we have. We have so many potatoes planted, so that's really what's going to pay off here in a little bit. But, yeah, what if we just kind of did it to here? I think that'd be pretty fine. I think potatoes are a little cutting too close here, but... Yeah, because I don't think that's too much watering. I mean, we're still going to do 2 trips anyway, so... Oh, I see that kitty. Kitty hiding. Yeah. Whenever I call the evolution kind of mod version, where it's the Sylveon right now in spring, whenever I call it a kitty, I just feel like I'm basically doing what Lilo did with Stitch, where she's like, obviously it's a dog, for sure. Don't worry about it. And my brain's just like, that's not a cat. You know it's not a cat. It sounds like a cat, but you know it's not a cat. I really don't need these crab pots anymore. I don't know why I'm doing it, but at this point it's kind of like, why wouldn't I do it? So I just keep doing it. Okay, so we got that. We need 5 parsnip seeds. Yeah, parsnips. That's what we're going with right now. Is there stuff to bring? There are geodes. We could go crack a bunch of geodes. That sounds fun. These actually have a chance to have clay in it, so in fairness, this might not be a bad move. I also don't know why I have my watering can, but... I guess I have to go back to plant some parsnips anyway before running to the mine, so... Oh, come on. Well, I'll talk to Claire then. She's so tired. That's no good. Claire is definitely a front runner for me for romancing. Just I'm more curious about it because it seems like the only Joja member or Joja employee that's not really into Joja. So I'm just kind of curious in terms of it. That's all. Parsnips, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we'll just put that down there for right now then. And geode cracking time. We got the money. I'm not buying the coop yet, so might as well. Oh, yay. Broken glasses, just what I was looking for. Actually, I have enough refined quartz at this point. I'm just going to throw these away. I expect to be filling up my inventory today, so... Doesn't really make a whole lot of sense to keep them around. Okay, I don't know if you're open yet. Oh, you are open at this point. I couldn't remember. Process geodes. Nice. Helmet. Goes to Gunther Museum. Petrified slime does not, so we're going to put that down there, because I actually already turned that in. 10 copper, that's nice. Let's put that over there. Some stone. More copper. We're actually getting a ton of copper. Sandstone I don't think I've turned in. Nope. So that goes over there. Ooh, some clay. Okay, we got to 7 clay now. Don't think we have that. Yeah, nope. Got another helmet. Okay. Ooh. Like it. Earth crystal we definitely already have. In the museum. That's an early one. Ooh, more clay. Oh my god, is there more clay in the last 3? We have enough clay for the silo now. Should I go to that today? It's Monday. Is she still... Yeah, she's usually there on Monday. She's not there on Tuesday, so I should definitely go today. Okay, we have a new mission for today then. I can sell this one. Because yeah, these 2 are about donations. Yep. Holy crap, we just happened to pull out the exact amount of clay we need from those. Oh, I love it. I love when things work out like that. For certain. Oh, yeah, there we go. Let's just start throwing them in there. What are my 2 rewards? Star fruit, not bad, and a standing geode as a decoration. Cool, cool. Cool, cool. Okay, yeah, so I think we'd want to go ahead, go back to the farm, plant the parsnips, put away stuff, and sell the stuff that we're not going to keep, like the helmet. And then we can go ahead and go up to Robin and do the, oh my gosh, and topaz? I will take that. And then we can go ahead and go up to the mines and do a little mining through the wintry area. Yep. There we go, just get a little extra money there. Never hurts. And then 10 clay. I might as well actually cook some more copper bars, since I'm gonna actually be putting a bunch of this away. I'm gonna bring all my stone, doesn't really make a difference. And I can put these away then. And I can sell the dwarvish helm. Yeah, let's go make a silo. Thought process would be, actually let me just clear this area out. Thought process would be to put it there, I think. Or over here somewhere. Maybe like right here, that might not be bad. But either way, to put it somewhere like there. Oh, we didn't say that. We didn't put the standing geode down, but I think that's okay. Let's go this direction, see what we can find. Oh, a leek. Not gonna pass those up, especially a silver star one. That's actually pretty good for food in case we need it. We're actually getting pretty good with our levels now. So, oh, and 2 of them at silver star. Oof, oofta. We're getting spoiled now. We are getting so spoiled. Okay. Hello, Robin. I'd like you to construct a silo. So yeah, so these are what the coop and the barn look like in the mod that I have, and they also will grow into cool things. The well looks like that. Silo, the mill, the shed. I like the little extra kind of entry part. Fish pond's a little recolored, but not much. The cabins look a little different. The stable, I like the blue wood. I chose that specifically. And then Slime Hutch has that extra little area. And then the upgrades to the house have special stuff too, but just if people were curious when I was talking about it. Let's go, I think right here makes the most sense because there's just a stone behind there. I can always move it back later. Yeah, it doesn't really block a lot of path. I think that's the best place for now. I'm going to want to move it back in that little area, but for now this will be a good spot. Okay, so we got that going. Because once I get the silo, I think I feel a little better about going for the coop, because I can just be slashing with a scythe against all this stuff around. Hello. I'm going to give you a little bit of berry. Berry mantelo. No, I'm kidding. Yeah, I never put my watering can away either, so I'm probably going to run out of room, but in fairness, it's already pretty late, and so I'd rather not run all the way back. Oof. All the leaks. I'll just make sure I'm not seeing any little artifact spots down here. Nope. There's also the quarry to get into, which might give some artifact spots, but... Wow, this is foggy a lot now. It was not foggy on other days, but I guess with the cloudy day, this counts. It's high enough up versus, like, a sunny day, which is usually what I've been seeing it as. So, let's see. Let's just start breaking rock. Oh yeah, just 2 hits versus 4 is way easier already. We always forget how much those upgrades really help by this point. Yeah, I do have enough stone for the coop too already. I need to check my wood amount, but the stone I definitely have enough. So I'm not worried about kind of having to farm that up a bit. Which I wanted to get my foraging up anyway, so that'd be a good way to do it. Not seeing a lot of dust or the sprites though, which is interesting. Because usually those are like all over these floors. Oop. Ooh, refined quartz coming out of that. I like it. Pays back the one I used. Okay. Ooh, the stairs. I like it. For a I think that was a neutral day today too. For a neutral day, this is actually not bad of luck. I don't want to like rush these levels though, because then you don't get enough stuff. But at the same time, I'm finding the stairs. I mean, maybe it's better to rush to level 50 and just get what's there, you know? At this point, you never know. Ooh, got some quartz, I'll take that. Those stairs. Where are you? Oh, the rabbit's being fed. Oh yeah, again, all totally good. I'm just kind of chilling and playing Stardew. Really, as I kind of put on Twitter, if you don't follow us on Twitter, highly recommend it. But for a go live notification, it was just kind of like just another reason to play more Stardew. Let's be honest here. It's a scheduled like you're gonna play Stardew this night. It's like okay, cool. No decision making needed. I can just jump on, play some modded Stardew, and that's it. Yeah. I feel like streaming is just a good way to like force myself to schedule my gaming and make sure I do it. Or I'll just sit and just like, oh yeah, I should play something, and then I'll just sit for a while. You know, a little decision paralysis. Which can get you. I just want to get down a couple levels here, and the bats have decided they want to terrorize me. I think it was the bread moment probably for just for energy. I mean, I'm killing him pretty well. I'm not really worried about that portion, but it's just more I'm running out of energy for trying to get the rocks very quickly there, so. Let's go ahead and throw that up there, and then our little silver star leeks. Those leeks are so good for energy early. And so are the cauliflower I'm saving, which again, I can always grab those if I need to, but rather save it. And I mean, the gold star cauliflower especially, because that's what's good at the luau, so. I had to make sure I had a good luau thing, you know. Gotta make sure people like me around here, especially when there's extra people that have to like me. Okay, some stone and wood, some iron. Okay, nothing too crazy. Oh, jeez. Going all over the place. Calm down. Calm down, people. They're slimes, I guess. I don't know if they would call themselves people. Ooh, Dwarf Scroll 2. I will take that right to the bank. I don't think I had stairs up there, if I remember correctly. I think I had, yeah, I still have to find them. But oh, I'm level 3 now in combat, so I'm actually at least level 3 in everything, which is pretty good for well-rounding myself. Jeez. Oh, stay there. Okay, what do we got? Some more boots, combat boots. Okay, these are probably better than my sneakers. Yeah, 3 defense versus 1, so we're just gonna go ahead and get rid of... I guess we can go and sell the sneakers. It's actually early enough. Why not? I don't think my pick is good enough to break this yet. Nope. Needs to be the steel level. But yeah, the Adventures Guild should be open, so I could just sell the sneakers quick. Wait, who are you? Marlon and I are going on an expedition today. The mines of Corneal Mountain are perilous. So I guess I get to meet other Adventures Guild members now every so often. So that's interesting. But yeah, it's only 50G, but you know, that's kind of worth it when it comes to everything. Oh yeah, I never gave Jody the cauliflower. I mean, I'm just holding on to cauliflower. It's not like I'm gonna miss giving Jody it because I, you know, cycle out of spring. But definitely something at this point where I'm like, yeah, I really should just give it to her, get the quest over with, get the money for it, you know, make the bank. Oh yeah, he likes frozen tear. So if I have them here, I should just give him one. Oh, I like that look on him though. I've mentioned I think before, but I like that kind of open shirt kind of thing. Absolutely love it for him. Honestly, with the seasonal outfit stuff and the outfit changes, he honestly, as we were talking about Shane being the true goth, it's like Sebastian really doesn't look that goth at that point because he's wearing more than just black, and so it's kind of become more of just like cynical metro teen, I guess. I don't know where I'm going with this. So I've just noticed that I'm also running very low on coal, which is why I really haven't done any of the preserve jars because I was like, I don't have enough coal for this. Oop, not that. This, that, this, this. And then throw this and this. How am I doing? Yeah, I definitely need some wood, so I need to work on that if I'm gonna get a coop, but still a couple days away, so I'm not too worried. And then put, oop, not that into there. Wrong chest, this one. I just have 2 silver stars that I might as well keep, and then we have a couple of things to put in here, of the geode and the dwarf scroll, and then we're gonna go decorate. That'll be great. Geode, let's put you, I'll just put you over here. That's a good spot. It's a general kind of across the room sort of thing. Level 3 combat. Very nice. And we didn't sell too much that time, but oh, the Dwarvish helm was 100. That's a lot more than I would expect. That's kind of cool. Okay, what's the weather like? I presume, yeah, clear and sunny for the flower dance tomorrow. Makes sense. Got some nice cauliflower, which we could go and get some parsnips quick. This is kind of the last day we're going to be getting stuff, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, 9 parsnips will make a difference, so I think it's probably good to go do that. I don't know if I need a whole lot of copper right now, so I'm kind of just doing the iron for now to make sure I get enough of those. Only doing 3 at a time here with the crab pots means that I really haven't been losing bait that quickly, but it's definitely something to be monitored for sure. But cool, throw that in there. Might as well just keep one of these cauliflower for Jody as I run into town, and then the rest can be sold. Like I said, just 9 parsnips. Probably good to do that. Got some stuff to collect here, so might as well do. Oh wow, we have a lot to collect from this area. Lots of just general stuff. We're gonna put that all down there for right now. I can't remember if the houses open up earlier than Pierre's, so I'm gonna, I think, check that first down there. So if I'm wrong, they'd be the same, basically. And this way I can loot the trash cans before people come out. Yeah. Yeah, it opens at 9. Okay, I had a feeling that was probably too early, but... I mean, I probably could have grabbed stuff for, like, bundles and stuff, but oh well. Oh well, you know, it happens. Okay, we're gonna probably actually move this to the bundle, and we're just gonna bring the bread with us. Because that's gonna be about the same amount of energy at that point. We have Gus heading somewhere. Where are you heading? I don't know, it seems a little crazy. I don't think we pet Dusty in a bit. We probably should do that quick. Just to kind of get that out of, you know, not out of the way, but, you know, to get it done. Yeah. Oh, and they got Shane over here heading to work. He's wearing like a black jacket. Yeah, it's that kind of same jacket thing. I'm gonna go with it being a leather jacket, actually. That might be. It's a good shot. Oh, did I already check that one? Probably. Yeah, we'll go ahead. We'll see Jody first. Go that route. And then we'll probably go ahead and get those seeds, head back, and then I guess do a little more mining. We might actually end on this day depending. So, I know I had said I'd probably end after the flower dance, but I'm like, I might just start the flower dance next time. Oof, that money. Yeah, we definitely are in a good spot for summer crops, so that's what I'm happy about. I would have liked to have the quality sprinklers the way I was going, but I didn't get to them in time, so I still have to do some watering on it, but I've been doing that with the spring crops and making a fair amount of money, so I'm not too worried. I just gotta make sure I have all of the recurring and get a fair amount of corn for sure as recurring as I go into other junctures. Oh yeah, I'm going to Pierre's. Like, my brain was like, mine! And it's like, no, don't do that. Oh yeah, Victor. Whenever Sophia is bringing her special iridium quality wine to the flower festival. I'm not that great at dancing. Fair enough. Yeah, Sophia's definitely an interesting one to choose, in my opinion. Victor, Claire, I'm kind of intrigued. I'm not sure I'm going to go for Olivia for the mom yet. I don't know. She has expensive tastes, and I feel like that's more of a JoJo run one, where you're just going money completely instead of like trying to find certain things. Yeah, we said 9 parsnip seeds, so we'll just do that quick. And then we'll sell these. We have money! Yes, actually we could go and upgrade another tool if we wanted. Probably the hoe is good at this point. I mean, it's not going to rain tomorrow, so we can't do the watering can. But I just feel like we should do something. Unless I go with the axe, just to kind of get ready for the coop when we're there. But no, I feel like the hoe is probably best. Who am I kidding? Because that is going to help us out going into summer a lot more than anything else. Yeah, well, let's go and upgrade our hoe. We got the clay for, you know, oh, I need to water today too. That's a thing. Yeah, water, we'll go up to do some of the mining, and that'll be great. Oh yeah, these were gonna be tapper trees. I was like, why did I have those up there? It's like, oh yeah, I was gonna start a tapper up there for the time being. Just to kind of get a tapper going when those grew up. And I was like, what? So weird, but makes sense now. Oh, out of water. Yeah, I'm gonna be out of water a little sooner because I guess I did add some crops, so that makes sense. Let's save some ore and just do it this way until we can get more coal. Because I don't know for sure which one I'll need, so I don't want to cook something and then not have the coal for the other one. Because like I said, we're just getting a little hurt on coal for some reason. Like we didn't have any dust sprites last run, which is funky as hell. So we just got past all of them. Yeah, we'll just go ahead, we'll upgrade our... Yeah, we'll upgrade our hoe. And we'll put away these things that I mentioned putting away. Oop, that's the fishing chest. For some reason I went too far. There we go. Cool, and I have bread and all that. The hoe will be upgraded and we'll be done. Cool, cool, cool. Yeah, we're not going to have as much time in the mines, but I think we can still turn out 5 levels. We still have the fishing rod, worst case, if we get 5 levels and we're like, yeah, we're not going to make it further. That's always an option, just to catch a few fish for money, but... Yeah, I don't think I'm getting the coop by end of spring here. I'm going to have a bunch of crops still coming up. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to upgrade one more tool to help make my life a little easier come summer, so... So that's honestly what I'm doing at this point, is how can I make my life easier going into summer? That's truly the dilemma at this point. Cool. Get that going, and then off to the mines. Hello, Abigail. She has a fair point. Like, the white dress is kind of annoying for some of the older kids at this point. It's obviously meant for, like, kind of flower girl style, but that's not really what the adults will have. And off to... Oh, that's a cute bird. I love it. Just keep following it. It has to keep flying off screen. Oop. See, and then the nice part is we find all these other small little forageables that worst case we can always eat those. Wow, it's been cloudy so much fog up here. I'd love to show it when it's nice and sunny with the like the cherry blossom petals and everything. It is really nice up there, but it's just been really annoying and foggy. Oh good, a ghost is what we want, because we want to, at this point, get a solar essence to try to complete that bundle. Come on, ghost, go down. Holy jeez. There we go. Ooh, 2 solar essence, nice. But yeah, that is 1 to go in the monster bundle, which means we are done with the monster bundle once we get that in there. I believe, right? I thought it was just like very simple. Because that was not the problem child of these ones. Yeah, it's just 1. So the problem child is again is the iridium ore plus battery pack. Like if one of them was in it, it wouldn't feel as bad. But since both of them are in it, it's like okay, well, that's gonna take a little bit to get. But for now, we can just kind of mine the way we've been mining then. Which is getting there at some point in the day and hoping that you hit 5 levels. Oh no. That's definitely the chamomile kicking in, for sure. Which is the point. I mean, it's meant to be calming and making sure I'm getting sleep the earlier parts of the week when it comes to the work week. Because I am very bad at keeping a good sleep schedule. So. Oh, there's a dust sprite. Come on, give me coal. I actually really need it. Oh, fine. I know there's a coal minecart at the end of this, so that's why I'm making sure to just go that route at this point. Or or a backpack, either one. But either way, coal, which is what's needed at that point. Oh, and here's a nice big room, which usually means a lot of enemies. I like that this one already has the stairs for me, though. That's nice. Although, to be fair, with this many monsters, you generally would hit it just by killing one of the monsters. Like, I wouldn't be shocked if I get another one at some point. Nice, and refined quartz. I like it. I like it. There we go. Now we're getting some coal. I'm like, we really just need the sprites, but for some reason, just they weren't on any of my runs for a bit, which is bizarre. I'm doing okay on health. Okay, I was like, I've been hit a fair amount, so let me just make sure my health's okay. At this point, after everything's done. Okay, I'm done with fighting bats. Let's go down to 54. Cool. Just need this level. Nope, there's a ghost on level. Good to know. Oh, we do have stairs. Okay, so we can do some exploring, knowing full well we have the stairs to the next level. I'm just gonna hit the ghost across the map. Don't worry about it. Oof, we're getting some good drops from this one, though. And we've gotten 2 items from each of them. Nice, nice. Okay, back to stairs. I think that's basically everything we're going to... Oh, there's a little quartz up here. I'll grab that. But I think that's generally what we're going to get, though. Yeah, 55. Okay. Make sure there's nothing on the floor at the time. Not really. But I am at the point where I might as well just go and try to find stairs, because 1, I either get mining ability from breaking all these rocks, or 2, I find the stairs, go down, and find something else special, so it's just worth it. It also, you know, bolsters my stone count when it comes to buildings, so... Oop. Yeah, so there's all sorts of stuff. A cave carrot down here, some sap. Oh, I don't have room for that? Well then, I'm going to eat some bread, because honestly, that will clear up a space. And it will help me continue on my current quest of... Oh, that's not good. I might just have to leave, knowing that there's bats flying everywhere now. Which is fine, I mean, that was the plan. But I was kind of hoping to get some more iron or something, but that was just not a possibility at that point. Okay. So I probably could make enough time to stop by and finish that bundle quick with my solar. I don't really have room for... Oh, I have a bomb. When did I get a bomb? Yeah, I don't have room, though, unfortunately, for whatever I get. So I should probably just skip that for now. And it's not like I'm finishing the full bundle or anything, or for the Junimo at this point, because that's a bit far. No, I can't pick that up. Is there anything I want to get rid of? I have enough quartz. Let's get rid of it. I'd rather have the daffodil to give to somebody as a late gift. Can I not get... What? Okay, well I'm gonna get rid of slime. Because at this point, I don't need slime. It's just like, there's a bunch of forageables, which I want to forage, because it does actually help my foraging ability, but... I mean, at this point, I'm definitely not having room again. So... Robin, go to bed. It's past midnight. Stop working on my silo. Actually, that. This, that. That is everything for now, and then I go ahead, put some of that in. Don't need anything there, but I do have a couple things here. In general to put away. If I am going mushrooms, I probably can... Well, I should keep the common just in case. I'll just do regular leeks at this point for that. Seems fine. And then a couple geodes to throw in here, as well as the solar essence. And we're on our way. I don't think we gained any levels there or anything, but yeah, I think this is a good spot to probably wrap up stream, in fairness. Just based on it's getting late, I'm getting tired. And, you know, flower dance is nice, but it's a lot of talking to people, and, you know, being social takes some work, you know. So, we're just gonna go ahead and flop back to here. Don't think I see any kitties or anything around, which is usually what I pick up around this point. But yeah, that will be the stream for Modded Stardew on Mental Health Monday. So if you enjoyed it, definitely let us know. We love hearing that sort of thing. Some ways you can engage with us on the right side of the screen on Twitter. Oop, I'm going the wrong way. On Twitter, Instagram, Facebook at TryGamers. Twitter definitely lets you know when we go live, and generally, shows you cat pictures, and then Instagram and Facebook shows you also cat pictures. I don't know about Facebook as much, but more highlights and things of that nature. If you want to see more in general content of TryGamers, including articles, other VODs, highlights, I don't know if the highlights are in there. That's on Twitch probably, but videos, all sorts of fun stuff. TryGamers.com on your left there is the place to go. Now, just getting a drink. I want to keep making sure I'm finishing my tea. Now to kind of talk upcoming here. Tomorrow night would be Belmont and Chill with Celesta. So if you want to see his unnatural luck on this, that is the place to go. And also to see the storyline progress, because it looks like there's been some fun storyline based on what I've seen in the snippets of highlights I've seen and everything. And generally watching, but I'm usually in the room, so I'll be back there at that point. And Belmont's the one in the blue right there, just in case you're curious. Then Wednesday night, and usually would be a Temtem stream, so in case you're new to the channel, that would be kind of your place to kind of check out me playing Temtem. However, I'm going to substitute this week with a Magic the Gathering Arena Kaldheim draft stream. So if Magic the Gathering is your thing, or if you just like hanging out and talking about cool card games and, hopefully seeing powerful things happen, we're going to find out, come check it out and hang out. Just as a kind of general thing. Temtem doesn't really have, there's story to progress in Temtem, but there's also grinding to do, and I can only do so much with work being the way it is right now, so it made more sense just to say, yep, we're just going to take a little break this coming week and make sure that I can, have everything I need at that point. There we go. And then Sunday it would be back to Stardew Valley. So we did Minecraft Dungeons this past weekend, which means it would be Stardew Valley: The Next Generation, which is our beach farm 1.5 world reboot, or alternate universe, however you want to look at it, sequel, whatever. But that would be on Sunday with friend Elvis as well, and Belmont and I both on that stream. And that will kind of finish off not only the week, but also February, because then we'll be back on next Monday with some more modded Stardew Valley expanded on March 1st, next Monday. So on that note, yeah, I think that's all the special things to hit. Um, so I thank you all for coming out. I do have 4, so I might as well go and see if there's someone in particular that we want to send some love to tonight through a little bit of a read. Is there anyone else kind of doing either Stardew or something very similar? Let's see. There's a couple options we have sitting around. I'm just making sure to see, checking all the options, especially as we're talking, trying to find something very similar, this kind of chill feeling. Probably, best thing would be to throw over probably the Nemesis Warfare on the Temtem side a little bit. Doing some dojo rematches, so if you are excited to see me do that eventually, it'll be a little bit, but it's definitely something that I can kind of show off a bit. So let me go over that direction. I think that's probably the best direction to go. Let's see. Okay, so I'm going to start that raid off, and it's going to send us over that direction. Definitely go ahead, send some love over there as we raid in there, especially since we are also Temtem streamers on our side here, generally weekly. So it'll just be good to kind of send some love, and if you're curious about it, that's a good way to jump in to see if you'd like some of our other content that you'll see on trygamers.com before committing to it. But that will be our stream for tonight. Thank you so much, friends, all, for joining us. For kind of chilling out, turning maybe your manic Monday into more mellow and kind of relaxing, so the rest of your week can go off without a hitch, and take out some stress, so when you get to the weekend, you're still a person. But on that note, though, definitely take care of yourself, be kind, be nice. All these things are generally free. Take your meds. It's something I know during the pandemic it's tough to kind of keep in rhythms and routines with everything going on and make sure to remember that sort of thing. But it's important stuff to take care of yourself. And we will be here very, very soon. So thank you so much. Have a good night.